Hello, co-workers. Hi, Q. Nice of you to drop in tonight. Hopefully you're having a wonderful day or evening where you are. I just had some curry for dinner and some chicken tenders. Oh, a weird combination, but it was tasty. So I had a cooked dinner just before I hopped on to the stream here. Now time to make sure I get my water. Make sure I stay hydrated. And far back. Alright, so today we are going to play through Shattered Souls. So this is a game developed by Eternal Love Studios. So it's an indie Otome visual novel game. I had no clue, really, what the main plot is. Well, more so I can make sure to keep myself in the dark. From what I know though, there's elements of essentially the Otome Isekai, keywords being revenge. There's a bunch of ikemen, which is the main thing we're here for. And I'm gonna look forward to see what the story is like and what is in store for us. We'll get right into it. Let's start. Once I can click here. Here we go. Ooh. Huh. I wonder if this is gonna be... I wonder if this is voice acted or fully... Partially voice acted or fully. If it's voice acted, I'll voice act the narration, at least. Let's go with that. Help! Someone help me, please! The growl of the evil creature feels like it shakes my entire room. I watch in horror as a black mist-like creature slithers closer to me.
Found you.
Oh, okay. Well, the monster's voiced. I cover my head with my hands and cower in the corner of my room. I want to call Mom and Dad. I want Chris. I don't want them hurt because of me. But... Ooh. Ah, Celeste. I suck in a deep breath and try to stifle my scream as the monster gets even closer to me. I'm so scared. Please, someone, please help me. Please save me. I curl into a ball and do my best to shield myself as the monster draws closer. It's going to eat me. I'm going to die.
Whoa now, that's not very nice.
Oh. Oh, is it fully voice acted? I open my eyes when I hear someone's voice, but I can't see clearly. It's too dark in my room. All I can see is a very tall silhouette of a person. This person is standing between me and the monster.
I pray.
Your prey? That little girl?
Oh, I'm liking the voice so far, not gonna lie. I'm liking it. I hope we get to meet all the other guys and hear all the voices, because I'm a sucker for voiced Otome games.
First, find.
Ah yes, you're the first unlucky demon to find her. That makes you my prey.
Ooh. The monster hisses loudly and I jump and squeeze my eyes shut.
Hey Celeste. Oh, that is your name, right? It's the name that's all over your room, so I'm guessing it is.
Well, hello there, possibly handsome stranger.
Wanna know a secret? This is just a bad dream.
Okay. A bad dream?
Yep. Right now, you're sleeping in your bed, safe as can be. When you wake up in the morning, the sun will be shining, and you'll forget all about this.
What do I need to do to make the monster go away? I want the monster to go away.
Well, the first thing you'll need to do is sing your favorite song. Monsters are scared of happy songs. So what's your favorite one?
Twinkle, twinkle, little star.
I love that one. So, keep your eyes closed and start singing. The monster will be gone by the end of the song. And then you can wake up from this bad dream.
Okay, smooth, buttery voice. I'll do what you ask. Do you promise?
I promise.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. After a moment, the horrid sounds stop. Everything is silent, but I'm too scared to look.
Great job. The monster's gone. You did so good. I'm proud of you for being brave.
Aw, thanks. Can I wake up now?
You can. But first, you need to keep your eyes closed until you can't hear anything anymore. Then you'll wake up to the sunshine.
I keep my eyes closed and trust the voice. The voice of the man who saved me. Oh, this is jarring, okay. A figure stands alone among the mist and trees. His eyes stare emotionlessly at the first creation. His first creation.
My lord,
What is it, Ichi?
we've found the Celestial Maiden.
I see.
Ooh. Is he God? Maybe. Pretty handsome for a god. Or maybe all gods? All gods? Perhaps? Maybe just handsome? His non-committal response echoes the current amount of interest that he has in her. Nevertheless, Ichi continues his report.
It seems the Celestial Maiden has entered the cycle of reincarnation, which explains her soul's disappearance.
Fair.
That's unexpected.
As he says this, his eyes do not deviate from the tree in front of him.
Not only that, but it seems her soul is on the verge of completely shattering.
Shattering? Why?
I am not sure, but I theorize that it stems from loss or heartbreak. It's the only thing that could damage a goddess's soul to this extent.
Where's her soul, currently?
In the Maiden of Earth's domain. The Maiden of Earth found her. Well, one of her demons did. I acted on my own to save the Celestial Maiden by sending Mars to intervene.
Ah, okay. Yeah, it seems like it could be, some sort of other heavenly realm people. Maybe ones that are outside the reality we're currently in.
How troublesome.
I mean, so far, that's we have 2 buttery voices going on. I'm not complaining.
Forgive me. He was the only one who could make it to her in time.
Did Maris kill the demon that targeted the Celestial Maiden?
He did, but because of that, the Maiden of Earth may take note of the demon's death. She may find the Celestial Maiden, if she doesn't already know of her existence.
Then assign Maris to look after her, but remind him that he must adhere to the rules of the gods. Since he is not a god of that world, he is not to intervene in the Celestial Maiden's affairs, unless her soul is in imminent danger.
It's just interesting to see what the sprites, the eyes and mouth move. I feel like it's not fully live 2D because the body isn't really moving. Just the voice faps.
He is to watch over her and report back to you.
I mean, it's kind of cool, but at the same time, it does feel very robotic to have him just straight ahead look on while talking, but then not moving any other part of his body.
Your Eminence, the demons will target her. She is a child. She is only around 8 years old at this time. If Mars can't directly interfere until her soul is endangered, then she will not last long.
Oh, we're a kid. I should have given her a younger voice. I wasn't sure how old we were until we started singing Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. The god extends his hand and a small orb appears.
I cannot give this to her directly due to our vow, but you can. Use it as you wish.
I understand. I will give it to her. May I ask what this is?
An enchantment. It will mask her soul for 10 years. This should give you time to find a solution to ensure the protection of her soul.
Cool, cool.
This is the only time I will intervene, as I cannot break my vows. I'll leave the rest of this matter to your discretion.
Yes, Your Eminence. Thank you.
With that, Ichi turns and leaves the garden. As soon as he is alone, the being returns his attention to the tree.
A shattered soul. What could have happened to make her that way?
Oh, is he concerned for us? I mean, kind of interesting. Like, he's talking about this vow that he has, so clearly he's got some history with the main character being us. I suppose we have to find out exactly what that history is. 16 years later. This city never sleeps. Wow, girl, you are decked. You are dressed to the nines. Is this how you usually wear? Or what you usually wear around your house while lounging around? I mean, it does suit her. She looks very pretty. I take a deep breath and look out the window of my living room. Traffic bustles beneath us, and crowds of people move in and out of busy streets. My gaze wanders to the sky, but the lights block the view of the stars. It won't be long until I'll be able to see them again, though. Our honeymoon begins tomorrow, and soon we'll be relaxing on the beach in Fiji. Wait, what? Honeymoon? Okay, 16 years later? Yeah, so she's like 24, 25-ish by this point, and I guess she's... Okay, I didn't realize she was gonna get married. I let out a contented sigh as I think back on the day. It's been one of the most beautiful and memorable days of my life. Even if it was a private ceremony with just us. My wedding dress rustles as I turn from the window and look towards the kitchen. Oh, that explains it. Because this is her wedding dress. I thought she was just lounging around in just very formal wear. But looking good, girl. What a beautiful bride. A smile tugs on my lips when I see my husband walk towards me, a glass of champagne in each hand.
Are you enjoying the scenery, my love?
Man, Ryan just... The way Ryan entered the scene, he just like burst through. Like he's just running in with the champagne like, are you enjoying the scenery, my love? I hope you are. He just ran right in here. And also, damn, this man is built like a Dorito. He's got such broad shoulders. He's like two of her side by side. He's got this is the makings of a manhwa male lead. Right there. Slicked back hair, tie, yaoi hands, and really broad shoulders. Yeah. Hi, Nico VA. Thanks for dropping by the stream. Hope you're enjoying so far. Yeah, Ryan came in so fast. I was like, the guy just ran in. He's like, I need to see my wife right now. You know me, I prefer stars over buildings. It's still nice in its own way, though. My hand touches the cool glass, and I give him a grateful smile. Besides, tomorrow we'll be lying under the stars until our hearts are content. It's not something that I usually do due to my past, but I want to be brave, at least for our honeymoon.
I'm surprised that you leave yourself vulnerable to attacks.
Yeah, I kind of making comments as I play along through the demo. Looking forward to seeing where it goes. Ryan mirrors my thoughts. It's our honeymoon. I don't want to spend it in fear.
It's never wise to let your guard down, you know.
If I can't be vulnerable with my husband, then who can I be vulnerable with?
Technically, we aren't married yet. Legally, that is.
And whose fault is that?
Mine entirely.
It's funny, I feel like this is the third guy we've met who also has a deep, buttery voice. I see the trend here. I'm liking it though. I give him a reproachful look that bears a hint of playfulness. I can't believe you forgot to sign the papers.
I'm sorry. It will all be resolved tomorrow.
You're right. Tomorrow we will be legally married. But we're still husband and wife tonight. We're married in the eyes of God, and I think that's even more binding than paper.
Very true. Until death do us part.
Don't say that just makes it sound like it's a death flag right there. So I'm a little worried for Ryan. Which will not be for a long time. I've had enough death to last the rest of my life.
You certainly have.
I return my gaze to the window, and Ryan wraps his arm around my waist. He pulls me close to him, and I lose myself in his warmth. The ceremony really was beautiful, but I hesitate to finish my statement. You shouldn't get mad at me, right? I wish we could have invited Gran and Carver.
Your grandmother lives 10 hours away. Did you really want her traveling for such a small wedding?
I know. That's why I didn't push the issue with Gran.
And Carver, well, you don't get along with him anymore. He'd probably try to convince you not to marry me.
We got a bunch of we got some name drops here. I'm curious if we are going to see Carver. He was really close to my brother. Even if we don't get along anymore, he's still important to me too. Just not having anyone at the wedding made me miss my family even more.
I'm sure they were watching from the heavens, my love.
Did her family just die? My mind drifts to my family and then to Carver. He was my brother's best friend and practically lived with us as we were growing up. Well, until that night happened. I really wanted to invite him to the wedding, but Ryan was adamant about it being just us. I hope so. I really missed them on days like this. Not having them by my side for my own wedding shows how much I've lost, you know? A small silence lingers after my comment, but I don't mind it. It's been 5 years since they were killed, but it still hurts.
Have there been any new leads on the case? Any suspects?
Wait, I'm trying to do the math here. She was 8. And then the monster attacked when she was 8 years old. But this is 16 years later, so when she was... I guess when she was 18 or 19, because that's when the orb is supposed to wear off, right? So I'm assuming that whatever magical orb protecting her probably wore off at the age of 18, 19, and then her whole family got wiped out. Yet she managed to survive, is what I'm thinking happened. I shake my head and let out a heavy sigh. There's always new suspects. I mean, Father was an important government official. He had so many enemies that it's hard to narrow down. They all lead to dead ends, though. Alibis, no motive, lack of sufficient evidence, it's always something. My fingers tightened into a ball. Still, I will find them eventually, the people who murdered my family. I'm not gonna let this case run cold. Oh yeah, so Celeste is an orphan. I bet you remember the Riddler meme. I'm not sure what the Riddler meme is. I actually don't know. You have to enlighten me on that, Nico VA. I'm actually not sure what the Riddler meme is.
I would expect nothing less from you.
Orphan protag. Yeah, whole family dead. Ryan reaches out and hugs my shoulder. It's a quick hug, one of support.
Now, rather than focusing on what's currently beyond our control, let's celebrate their lives and this new beginning.
He holds out his champagne glass in my direction. You're right. Sorry. I clink my glass against his. Oh, from Batman. Like riddle me this? Kind of thing. To our future. I take a sip of the champagne and the liquid fizzles in my mouth. Hmm?
You okay?
Yeah, it's just, I take another sip before continuing. It tastes different than I remember, but it could be that I'm not used to champagne, so its flavors are lost on me. Girl, I hope you're not getting poisoned. I hope this ain't poison. I hope you're not getting killed on your wedding day. I feel like this is where we're leading to. Ryan seems like, you know, setting off some death flags. It's still really good, just different.
I'm glad you like it. It's one of my favorites. 1926 Veuve Clicquot. I only drink this on rare occasions.
Ooh. I don't know how I feel about this. Ooh. This is a once-in-a-lifetime moment. I lean my head against his chest and listen to his heartbeat. It's as calm and steady as always. Never too fast, never too slow. This is what attracted me to Ryan. His strength, confidence, and stability were just what I needed after losing everyone dear to me. This sounds like a setup. This sounds like a setup, you know, where it's like, she lost her entire family, and suddenly this attractive man comes out, you know, well put together, gentle, well-mannered, he's there for her, supportive, you know, right after a tragedy happened, which seems pretty sus. Pretty sus to me. Many of my colleagues were surprised when they found out I was dating someone 10 years older than me, but the age gap never mattered. He put me back together when I was broken. He's become my rock and my hero. I take another sip of the sparkling beverage. It must taste different because it's vintage. Girl, I think that's the taste of poison.
I've waited so long for this moment.
Waited so long to what? Kill me? He squeezes me tightly as he says this. You and I both.
Not as much as I.
I would continue arguing, but knowing him, he wouldn't give up. It's been a happy day. I'll let him win this battle. We stand in silence for a few minutes, quietly sipping on our drinks and watching the bustling city below. I'm starting to feel dizzy. Am I already getting tipsy? I haven't even finished the glass. Oh boy, here it comes. This champagne must be pretty strong. What's the alcohol content in this?
Are you okay, dear?
I'm really feeling out of... I can't even finish my sentence before my legs give out. I barely have the strength to keep myself propped up on all fours. Ryan, something's wrong. I expect him to come to my rescue. I expect him to be just as worried as I am, but... he's just standing there and he's smiling?
No. I'd say this effect is expected.
Oh, right, you bastard. Oh, no, you didn't. Oh, no. I'm not drunk. My body feels really...
Yes. Nausea, vertigo, weakness, tightness, and pressure in your chest. Those are all the beginning symptoms.
I don't like this, Ryan. What you do to us? Yeah, he's just standing there menacingly. Are you some like quack doctor? Scientist? Some celestial agent here to kill us? What?
Pretty soon you'll start to have difficulty breathing. An unbearable pain will rack your entire body, causing you to convulse.
That doesn't sound good.
Your heart rate will increase, throwing you into a tachycardic state, until ultimately, your body just decides to give out.
Listen, you can use all the big boy medical terms, but dude, what? What are you?
Dearest, I told you that I only drink 1926 Veuve Clicquot on rare occasions. In my case, it's to celebrate the end of a successful mission.
What is his aim? Are you trying to go after my family wealth? I mean, our father was like a politician, right? So we gotta be rich. I feel like he's after our like estate or something. Ryan kneels down in front of me and tenderly moves some of the hair from my face. It's an act that was once so romantic, but now it feels chilling and inhumane.
In your case, it's the beginning of your journey to the heavens.
Bro, can we just drag Ryan down to hell with us? He stands with a casual ease that doesn't fit the atmosphere. Look at him, just waddling around. I watch in horror as he walks over to the kitchen and picks up a prescription bottle. Did you poison me? My arms can no longer bear the strain of my weight. I collapse onto the ground. Why? Why would you do this? Ryan flips me over so that I can see him. I try my best to push off him, to move even so much as an inch towards the door. But my body is like concrete. I can't move. Ryan looks at me with relaxed, condescending gaze. Oh my god. He knows I'm no threat. He's got me right where he wants me. But that won't stop me from fighting with everything I have. I've got to get out of here. I can't die like this. I can't let it end like this. Hi, Moonlight. Thanks for joining the stream. Yeah, I don't know. No trust Ryan here. I struggle within myself, but I'm frozen. The effects of the poison are too strong. I watch with gasping breaths as he takes my champagne glass and moves closer to my outstretched arm. What is he... With a sadistic smile, he drops it to the floor. He then places the empty drug container a few feet away from my other heavy hand. Oh, you're gonna frame me. You're gonna make it seem like I overdosed on pills. I see what you're doing, Ryan. And you're horrible. He's making it look like a suicide.
The answer is simple. Michael Warthern, Delilah Warthern, and Christopher Warthern were found deceased in the living room of their home. The cause of death was an execution-style gunshot wound to the head.
Oh wow. I thought their family just like got attacked by monsters or something, but they were literally assassinated.
The sole survivor and heir to the Warthern state, Celeste Warthern, remained alive.
Oh, I knew it. He's after our money. He's after our cash.
But he wasn't supposed to be alive. It was a miscalculation on the hitman's part. His informants mentioned that Celeste would also be in the residence. However, due to a last-minute change in plans, you weren't there.
Were you the...
Now you're catching on.
Oh. Why? Why didn't you?
Kill you immediately. I don't do mercy killings. They're boring, unimpressive, mediocre, and way too easy.
Oh, okay. So he's just... Not only is he a hitman, and a murderer, he's just straight up psychotic.
No. I decided to rebuild you, to show you the light in life, and reignite that spark of wanting to live. of looking towards a bright future.
Oh, that is some sadistic. Yeah, that's some sadistic psycho right here. Ryan kneels down beside me and stares into my eyes. His blue eyes are devoid of any emotion. Did he always look like this? Is the reason he seems so composed and strong because he's a psychopathic killer? Yes, girl. Yes. The answer is yes. So, what, So this was 5 years ago her family was killed. So she would have been like 19 or 18. Yeah, he's 10 years older than her, so he would have been like 28-ish, I guess.
As time went on, I grew greedy. I didn't want to just kill you. I wanted to take your happiest moment and completely shatter you. Body, heart, and soul. And while I was at it, I might as well take all the firsts you so willingly gave me.
Oh, this is just low-life scum.
Sadly, all good things must come to an end. What better time to break you than on the night of our wedding?
Ryan leans down and twirls a loose strand of my hair with his finger.
Until death do us part.
I feel my teeth grinding as I try to sit up. Ugh. Pain racks my entire body. It paralyzes me, just as he said. Yet, I'm not scared about what's happening inside me. All I feel is rage. How could he? This man who I loved and vowed to share my life with murdered my entire family? How could I have been so stupid? You won't get away with this.
There's a limited amount of words you can say, and you choose that? How cliché.
Even if I die here, I won't disappear. I will destroy you for what you've done.
Oh, will you? I'm looking forward to it. I've never been haunted before. It sounds intriguing. Just be sure not to attach your soul to something in this room. Otherwise, you'd be stuck here forever.
I scream in agony as my body feels like it's being torn apart. Ryan looks at his vibrating phone and then returns to his emotionless gaze to mine.
As much as I'm loving your performance, I've got other matters to tend to.
Oh, you get back here, mister. I desperately try to move my body, but the pain is unbearable. You will pay for this.
I'm sure I will. Goodbye, my wife.
Oh, you little bastard. He leaves the room and locks the door behind him. The sound of the lock is so loud. It's final. Everything around me is suddenly quiet. It's as if the world itself is waiting for me to die. This is it. I'm going to die. I'm going to die here. No, I cannot let it end here. I cannot die here. I must avenge my family. My thoughts draw a blank as tears blur my vision. The pain from the poison doesn't even compare to the brokenness in my heart. The man that I loved murdered my family. The man I loved is killing me. I've been betrayed. Again. I feel something break inside of me. I can't die here, but who can help me? Who would help me? I'm alone. I'm trapped, listening to silence and drifting in and out of consciousness.
Celeste? Are you in there?
Oh my god, Carver, please. Help. Help. Yeah, I do like the art though. So far, it has been really nice. This is our first CG, though that was tragic. Carver?
Look, I know you probably don't want to see me, but I really need to talk to you.
Car. Help, Carver. Help us.
Sully?
Carver.
Sully! Are you okay? Hey!
I hear him start pounding on the door and trying to turn the knob, but it's locked. It's no use. He won't be able to get in here. I do like that the fact that you can still hear him trying to break in through the door. I feel like I'm starting to lose consciousness. Is this really his voice? Or am I hallucinating? That's probably it. Why would he be here in the first place? We hardly talk anymore. I feel like I can vaguely hear something hitting against the door before everything goes silent. Yeah, there's no way he'd be here.
Celeste!
Carver, the last person I thought I'd see again, is brushing up to me.
No. Oh god, Sully.
He falls to his knees next to me, and I feel his hands on my body. Carver looking pretty fine, not gonna lie. He's also built like a brick house. He's checking my forehead, my pulse, and then he grabs my hand. He's shaking. He's shaking so much. Has he ever been this? Ugh. Carver looks over and sees the pill bottle on the floor.
Damn it! Damn it, I was too late! Did Ryan do this to you? Did he do this, Sully?
Oh, this is probably why Carver didn't want us marrying Ryan. He knew. Bestie here knew. He looks livid. I want to tell him. I fight to get my mouth and lungs to cooperate with me. Just one word, one name. Yet, all that escapes me is the slightest wheeze. I want to move my body. I just need to nod my head, but it feels like stone.
Hey! No, don't close your eyes, Sully. I'm going to get help, so stay awake. Don't you dare give up on me, you hear?
This man is so fine. Hey, we may be dying, but I can appreciate some eye candy. Like, if I were to have to leave this realm, the last thing I see might as well be a fine piece of work. I can't move. I can't talk.
Hello? I need an ambulance. Location is 451 Broken Avenue. My friend is unresponsive. I think she's been poisoned. Please, hurry. I know poisoning when I see it. I don't have time to explain. Just get someone here, now!
Oh, Carver means business. I love how he's like, I know this. This is the poisoning, okay? Just get your shit over here.
Then how far out are they? There should always be a unit around this area, damn it! Just hurry!
I'm going to die here without getting justice. Again. Why do I keep saying again? Why am I not remembering?
Celeste, don't close your eyes. Help is on the way, so don't give up. Hey! Silly!
Sorry. Oh yeah, I wonder if, it's one of those things like, they're friends, but maybe he's like secretly been in love with her all this time. That would be super tragic. Everything is fading away.
Sally!
Aw, Carver. I hear Carver calling out to me, but I'm unable to see him now. The world around me is dark, murky. It's almost as if I'm under the earth itself. Is this the afterlife? Or am I in limbo? No, I don't want to die. I can't die yet. He has to pay for what he's done. I try my best to move my spirit. I need to get back to my body. I must tell Carver what that man did. I have to. No, I feel myself breaking. I feel my connection to my body slipping away. No! Not yet! I can't let this end here! I must!
You poor, poor soul. Once again, you're betrayed and left to die.
Hello? Disembodied voice?
Aren't you tired of this? Is it loving too much? It hurts and is used against you in the worst ways.
Is this a reaper? Or maybe the god of the underworld? No, I have to get away before... I look away from the being and try my best to move my soul.
Why don't you give your soul to me? I can give you revenge on the mortal that broke you.
I can't tell. I'm like, are you us? Are you another me? Are you a witch? Her words immediately silence my thoughts. Oh! I look over and see the woman clearly for the first time. Okay, so she still has wavy hair, but she's a completely different person. I like her dress too. Looking good. But wait, she looks like she's wearing a similar dress as us. I know, it's got a similar cut and a necklace. Revenge? In exchange for my soul? I swore I'd make that beast pay for what he did to me and my family, but... That's a heavy price to pay.
I suppose it could be considered a decent price. However, if it gets revenge on that monster of a mortal, wouldn't it be worth it?
I don't know. Lady, you kind of came out of nowhere in some limbo state. How do we know if we can even trust you? Her response to my inner contemplation surprises me. Wait, you can hear my thoughts?
Yes, I hear the cries of your soul.
If she can hear me, then maybe she can help me. Maybe I can get revenge on that monster. Still, there's a part of me that doesn't trust this being. There's something about her that seems familiar. Who are you?
I go by many names. The people of Earth worship me as Gaia, but you can call me
Everin.
Oh? Another voice calls through the murky shadows. I manage to turn myself enough to see a dark, shrouded figure. I can't make out any distinct features. He's hazy, like he's here, but not here. It's almost like he's trying to force himself into a place where he doesn't belong.
God of Remoire. What are you doing in my realm?
Sorry to barge in uninvited, but I have business with Celeste.
With me? What does a god want with me? The shadow figure reaches out his hand in my direction. It's misty and hazy, but I sense a slight warmth from it.
Celeste, come with me. Let's heal you and bring about a better future.
A better future? Is there really such a thing?
And why should she go with you? Can you truly heal her? Give her her soul's desire. No, you can't. Celeste, you should remain here with me. Take my deal. I'm the only one who understands you, and the only one who can give you your deserved revenge. I can avenge you and your family.
Don't listen to her. Come with me where you have a future.
I feel like this is like an angel and devil situation. It'd be like, oh, the boss babe on my right shoulder is telling me to get revenge. The hunky voice on my left shoulder is telling me to come with him.
I know it's uncertain and scary, but my path gives you a chance.
A chance for what? To live out her days festering in the mistakes she's made? To carry the burden of knowing she gave everything to a man who murdered her family, and she's letting him get away with it?
She turns to face me.
If you go with him, you will not be able to get your revenge. You'd sacrifice justice for your family, for an uncertain future?
it's still a future nonetheless. Come with me, Celeste.
Buddy, I can't even see your face. He holds out his hand. My mind is reeling for everything that is happening. Two gods want me. One wants my soul in exchange for revenge, and the other wants to take me to God knows where. It's a risk either way. Gaia could take my soul and leave Ryan alone. This god could take me, and I'll never get justice. I look down at his outstretched hand. He's shaking. He seems to be really concerned. Why? Why does he care what happens to me? I look back at the being in front of me. Who should I trust? What should I do? Oh no! I have to make a choice! Oh, I'm so bad with choices. Oh god, why would you do this? I have this potential ikemen on the right side of the screen and like a really hot babe on the left side. Why would you make me choose between either? I mean, Ryan was a dick, and we do want to get revenge on him, make sure that he gets the hell he deserves, but we also get the choice of just like leaving that all behind with this guy. Oh. The guy on the right, I feel like, mate. I wonder if he's like, I can't tell if he's like another like love interest entirely, or he's just Carver, but turns out Carver is a god or something like that. That could be a potential twist. Oh, I don't know. Can I save first? Let me save first. I'm a save scummer. God of Remoire, I choose Everin. You know what? Ooh, let's go with God of Remoire. I'm curious. I'm a sucker. I'm a sucker for the ikemen, so this may be my downfall. Do I really want it to end here? I feel like I'm being sucked in towards Gaia. Her words almost seem to beckon me, but there's something inside of me that's screaming. Again. 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 Again? Try again. Try again. No. My words don't sound ghostly or like internal thoughts. I feel something inside of me pull together so slightly.
What?
I'm not going to let it end here. I'm not going to shatter. I'll try again, even if it isn't in this life.
So you want to keep getting hurt? You want your murderer and the murderer of your family to walk free?
No, I don't, but you're also kind of sus, Everin. You're the god of this world, aren't you?
Yes.
Then why do you need my soul to intervene? I was treated unjustly, but I'm the one who has to pay the ultimate price in order for him to be punished? Why don't you stand for the innocent and punish the cruel? Why do you knowingly allow people like him to walk free? It's wrong.
You are still naive.
Naive?
Your soul is already shattering. If you do not accept my offer, you will vanish from existence. You've been hurt too much to recover.
No.
You're broken.
Gaia reaches towards me as if to grab my spirit, but the shadowy figure jumps in front.
Not if I can help it. Celeste, will you come with me? Just say it, and it will be done.
I can't move my body. If I move my spirit, I feel like it will crumble. I'm in so much pain. It'd be so easy to end it all, but that nagging voice will not leave. Try again. Try again. I look at the shadowy figure. I'll go with you.
You got it.
God of Remoire!
Oh, she mad. In these final moments, my mind drifts to Carver. I'm sorry, Carver. If we ever meet again, I hope I can thank you for trying to save me. Or maybe that is Carver. I don't know. It could be. I feel like Carver could be one of the guys. Ooh, an animated opening.
Tell me the way this story ends. Show me what my eyes can't see. Help me to become the shattered pieces that harm me. All I'm breaking, my soul is shaking, but I will stand my ground.
Oh god, they're flashing so many men on screen.
Shadows of my soul echoing through time, from lovers past and left behind, broken down and torn apart. You'll never take my shattered heart.
Yo, nice. Oh, you've officially been isekai. Oh, okay, I got an achievement for that. Oh, that's pretty neat. I like that. I did like the opening animation and the music as well. I was not expecting it, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, I saw Carver in there, so I'm like, okay, Carver's gotta be one of the choices. Among all the other guys they kind of briefly showed on screen that I'm like, whoa. My eyes can't adjust before the next one was shown. My head hurts and my entire body aches. Wait, it hurts? Right, I was dying, but then... I slowly opened my eyes.
Hey there, Smexy.
Smexy? I haven't heard anyone use that term in a long time. Hello, Smexy. Who? I bolt upright and spin quickly, throwing everything I have into the wild swing. Whoa, we just like jumped away ninja fast. My swing whisks by, narrowly missing his face. The man gently glides away as if on a stroll through a park.
Whoa there! Pretty quick reflexes for a mortal. Terrible form, though. I recommend boxing classes.
Wow. Rude. That voice. He smiles brightly at me.
Don't be alarmed, I don't bite. Unless requested.
Oh, cheeky fellow. A stupid grin replaces his annoying smile. What the heck is this guy's problem? Before I can respond, a wave of pain shoots through my body. I'm going to collapse.
Whew. You probably shouldn't have gotten up so quickly. Your body's not used to teleporting. Anyway, I apologize for the pain. I bet you're feeling like utter trash at the moment. The transition was less than ideal, but it had to be done.
The strange man smiles somewhat apologetically. Okay, so like this is the guy who transported us here?
At least it's better than being hit by Truck-kun.
Truck-kun? Oh my god, Truck-kun mentioned. You guys see this? Wow, this guy sure reads a lot of mangas and light novels in his spare time, clearly. I'm not so sure about that.
My bad. Thankfully, the effects should subside in an hour or so. Water?
With a flourish of his hand, a goblet filled with crystal clear water appears, and he holds it out to me. Pass? Remember the last time we drank something that was offered to us by a handsome man? I think we know how that went down, right? He shrugs, and the water vanishes as quickly as it appeared. I try to keep my calm at everything that is happening around me. The first thing I need to figure out is where I am.
To answer your first question, this is Remoire.
Oh my god, stop reading my mind! First that boss lady and now you?
To answer your next question, which I can easily read from the look on your face, I am Morris, god of wonder, god of all things amazing, god of eternal stamina, and library of lovemaking.
Oh, this guy is already making himself out to be a character. He's got that, like, a flighty playboy type trope to him. Oh my god, he's an idiot. Yep, he's an idiot. I should probably get away from him as soon as I can.
But seriously, those are some of my titles. However, for you, it's best to say that I am the god of this world, Remoire.
So he's a god that is aware of isekais and truck-kuns. God of Remoire? Right, Gaia called the shadow figure the god of Remoire. It's all coming back to me now. So, you're the one who saved me? I thought I recognized your voice.
Yes. In a manner of speaking. No pun intended. To be fair, you're not saved yet. Your soul is still broken.
What does that mean?
It's like a mirror that's been shattered into countless pieces. And the only thing holding your soul together is my power. By bringing you to Remoire, where my power is at its strongest, I was able to extend your life.
Wow, so we are literally just like barely holding it together.
But if the pieces of your soul are not repaired within 6 months, then you will most certainly die.
Lovely. So my soul is breaking apart, and if it's not fixed within half a year, I'm dead?
Yes.
Is this really happening to me? This can't be real, right? Please tell me this is a crazy dream caused by last-minute wedding jitters. Or that I read too many fantasy manhwas before bed or something. My mind reels as memories fight to sort themselves. No, as the reality of everything comes crashing down on me. I look at my body and see that I'm still wearing my wedding dress. My heart sinks when I see the slightly dirty dress. No matter what I tell myself, I know the truth of my situation. So it was all real. As soon as I say this, all the strength leaves my body. Yeah, you've had a very rough night. Rough night, girl. Unfortunately, it was not a nightmare. I fall to the ground. Maris kneels down beside me and meets my eyes. His expression is gentle and earnest.
I'm afraid so. But, Celeste, you made the right decision in coming with me. I hope you know that.
Hope he's right. Because, it would suck to get backstabbed again. Ooh, pretty CG. I like it. We got all the leaves and like a blur filter in the background. No, I don't. I don't know anything. Why did you save me? Why is my soul broken?
I saved you because I was asked to. But more importantly, because I wanted to. As for why your soul is broken, to be honest, I'm not sure.
I take a deep breath and try to steady myself. Panicking will not solve anything. So, where do we go from here?
Well, we're gonna fix you, and I've got just the solution.
This guy literally just like, is like, oh, I can fix her.
Have you ever been on those dating apps? You know, that one, Adley Madsen?
Adley Madsen? The cheating app? I was about to say. I was like, wait a minute. This sounds suspiciously familiar.
I mean, you're technically married.
No, Maris, don't go there.
Ouch!
Yeah, you deserve that. Goodbye to your shins. I'm not married.
But you said in the eyes of...
Here's a
Ouch!
second a second kick to your shins to make a matching set of bruises.
My bad, I'm sorry. It was a joke.
I give him a stern look.
One that was way too soon. Sorry. All kidding aside, I've matched you up with some people who may be able to help you.
He's paying wingman now for us?
Not fix you, but help you.
Okay. Like I'd ever let anyone fix me. But if things are as bad as you say, then it doesn't hurt to get help. When do we meet them?
I'll take you there, right?
Lord Maris?
Ooh, somewhat mad.
Hey, son, I was just...
Don't even start! You've been missing for weeks, neglecting your godly duties! Do you even realize how far behind on paperwork we are thanks to you?
Ooh, San's about to pop. He's
We've got
blowing
an
a
annual
gasket.
report that needs to be delivered to Ichi by tomorrow! Tomorrow! And you haven't written a single word on it!
No, son, ouch! Okay, stop pulling my ear. Son, I promise Ichi will give us an extension. Ouch!
We are not asking for extensions! If you can't be a responsible deity, then I will make you! I don't care what's going on, you're coming with me right now!
Oh, lay it on him, San. Go off. Go off, my brother.
Sorry, Celeste. I'll be back in a little bit. While you wait, head east. Just follow the rising sun, and you'll enter into a city. Stop! It's not an advanced one like your world, but you should be able to tell when you get there what I'm talking about.
What about the people I'm supposed to meet?
Okay, don't worry. You'll know the moment you touch them if they're distant to you. I'll be back. Ouch! Son, easy! You're ripping my ear! Ouch!
I'm supposed to just touch random people.
You're raising my blood pressure! I may not be mortal, but my body can only take so much stress!
Hey, wait! You can't just... In an instant, both Maris and San disappear. They left. They just left me here. What the heck is going on? I sit back down onto the ground. I feel like I'm in a dreamy haze. My mind just can't process any of this. Is all of this really happening, or am I hallucinating? I look around me. Everything is so lush and green. It reminds me of when I was a little kid. It's like I'm in paradise. But something within me knows this is not heaven. I reach out and touch the grass. It's just as lush as it looks. The slightly dew-kissed blades add that extra layer of detail, which further confirms that this isn't a dream. Did Ryan really try to kill me?
I wanted to take your happiest moment and completely shatter you.
His words ring in my ears, causing my body to tremble. There's no way that was a dream. He really tried to kill me. He killed my family. I feel a sharp pain as something seems to further crack within me. The rage I feel within myself is something I never thought possible. The amount of hate that I feel towards him is suffocating. I quietly clasp my hands together and do my best to steady myself. I take a deep breath and try to calm myself as best as I can. But that's not all. Why would a god save me and bring me to his world? He said he was asked to? That doesn't make sense. And why did Gaia want my soul? What is going on? My head is throbbing and the questions swirl through it on repeat. In order to give myself an emotional break, I return my attention to my surroundings. This garden really is beautiful. The weather is perfect, and the atmosphere is so peaceful. It's completely different from the terror of last night. My mind keeps jumping between the trauma and the random, unrelated thoughts. There's a numbness that's limiting even the anger that I feel. Okay, Celeste, this isn't the time to do nothing. You've been in a similar situation before. You know you're disassociating right now. While you're in shock, get what you can done. Go where you need to and do what you need to before you inevitably break down. Don't focus on anything right now. It's too much. Just follow the rising sun. Take one step at a time and continue forward. Sitting here isn't going to get me anywhere. Neither is thinking about things that I can't change. Just listen to Marith and turn off your mind. You can scream, cry, and completely lose it when you're somewhere safe. The sun had just risen in the sky. After gathering my bearings, I make my first decision. Follow the rising sun. Dusting off my stained white dress, I take a step towards my destination. I wonder what everyone else is dressed like, because she's gonna stand out quite a fair bit if she's just walking into town with her bloodied, stained wedding dress. I know I said I didn't need to focus on anything, but do I really need to enter the city? I stand frozen in place just outside the village. People are dressed in fantasy-style clothes. There's no cars or any form of technology. I'm really all alone. I'm alone in a completely different world. I feel like the air is taken from me. I can't catch my breath. My heart feels like it's in my throat. I feel sick. No, Selly. This isn't the time to have a breakdown. Come on. Keep it together. Keep it... Why me? Why did this have to happen to me? My legs are shaking as I lean against the tree. How long do I have to endure this? How long do I have to be strong? What sort of twisted fate have I been dealt? Why did a god bring me here? Do I even want to know why? The world around me spirals like the countless questions that filter through my mind. What do I do now? Where do I go from here? What's going to happen to me? Will I ever be able to return to Earth? Will I ever get my revenge on that man for what he did? What if I can't get back? What if he gets away with it? Did I make the wrong choice? Should I have given my soul to Gaia? Why did she even need my soul for revenge? I feel like I'm about to collapse when I hear what sounds like someone running behind me. Girl's asking all the questions that we have, because I want to know too, what is Gaia's deal? The next instant, I'm knocked to the side. A little boy grabs his sister's hand and practically drags her behind him. I sit there and watch them as they disappeared into the village. That little surprise is enough to bring me back to my senses. Get a grip, Celeste. I say this out loud while taking a deep breath. I made a promise to myself that I wasn't going to give up. I took that god's hand and came here. I don't know what's going to happen to me, but I know that I'm still alive. I know that I need to become stronger. I need to push myself far beyond what I ever thought possible. I have to do this to get my justice.
That first step is always the hardest.
Who's following you? Who's there? I'm surprised to hear someone speak up from behind me. I go to move, but it's like I can't. It's like I'm frozen in place. Damn it! Move, body! Move! Why am I stuck like this? I can't see the man walk out in front of me from the corner of my eye, but I can't get a good look at him. I just stare at the ground in front of me.
Forgive me for butting into your business. I just want you to know that you'll be okay. Even if it's scary right now, you'll get through this.
Oh, thank you, reassuring voice. I feel enraged at my helplessness. Is this some kind of joke? Are you another god toying with me? What do you know about me? What do you know about what I'm going through?
I don't know anything about you, but I do know you're not from Remoire. That wedding dress is a dead giveaway.
Oh yeah, we do kind of stand out. The wind flows to the trees and brushes through the loose strands of my hair.
I was in a similar position once, so I felt I needed to say something.
Show your face. Voiceless.
Remoire has become my
faceless stranger.
sanctuary. I'm sure it'll be the same for you.
Ooh, who is this person speaking to us? Show yourself.
Good luck, beautiful maiden. May this be your refuge from Earth.
Wait, are you from Earth? Who are you? For the first time, I'm able to move. But it's like he vanished into thin air. There's no way a human could vanish like that, right? Am I losing my mind? Maybe I'm already having my mental breakdown. Then again, if that was a god, then he could probably vanish like Maris did. Regardless, I can't just stand here frozen. Maris told me to enter the city, so that's what I'm going to do. With that thought, I entered my new normal. Ooh. Maris wasn't kidding when he said this world is different from Earth. Yeah, it looks like we're in some fantasy place. We got a pub right there. We should get something to eat and drink. This city looks like our medieval era. What's their progress in technology? Oh, please tell me they have indoor plumbing. I hope so too. That's one thing I always thought about. It's like when you get isekai to another world or in some Otome game, I'm like, please tell me they have electricity and indoor plumbing, and that no, people aren't really stinky walking around. I walk into the village and look around. The wind blows through my hair and I can smell the scent of lavender from an incense shop down the street. I continue walking down the main road, taking in the scenery. Everyone seems to stop and what they're doing and stare. The crowd of people is very wary of me, understandably so, considering the way I'm dressed. I quickly became the center of attention here in my white poofy dress. Even in my world, I would be a sight to see walking down the street. I wish Maris could have given me something different to wear, though he might have been planning to do so before he got spirited away. Seriously though, how can you just leave me like that? It's so irritating. The next time I see him, I'm gonna give him the tongue lashing that he deserves. I don't care if he's a god. I wonder how long he will be gone. Does mortal time differ from the gods? What if I'm left alone for days or weeks? I have no way to take care of myself. Ugh. The more I think about this, the angrier I'm becoming. Alright, new plan. Don't depend on a flippant god. Instead, plan to work through this alone. Be the woman that your future self would be proud of. You got this. Yes. Go, girl. We believe in you. You do it. We are strong, independent women. We don't need no man to help us. Mission number 1. Acquire funds. The only thing of value that I have on me is this dress and my engagement ring. I look down at my left hand. The diamond sparkles a bit too brightly now. When I first received this ring, it was a symbol of hope and happiness. Now it's a horrid reminder of the evil that hides in people's hearts. Still, I think it would be best to keep the ring until I got a better grasp of the monetary system here. We're just, not just being reasonable. We want to sell the ring, but we want to make sure we don't get ripped off, for selling it. I'm sure a diamond ring would sell for considerably more than a dress. But looking at everyone's clothing, I assume the materials from my dress are quite rare. If I sell it, I may be able to get a decent amount. I look around for a store. The problem is, I don't know or understand the currency. I don't want to get scammed due to naivety. Yeah, we gotta make sure we understand the cash value. I'm sure they will want to barter for the goods and try to get the best deal. Barter? Wait, what if they don't speak my language? Maris is a god. He's bound to understand all languages, but other mortals? And that other guy said he was from Earth. He was probably either a god or a figment of my imagination, though. I'm pretty sure I'm losing it. If I go up to them and start talking to them in a language that they don't understand, I could find myself in big trouble. But Maris told me to go to the city, didn't he? Or did he mean wait at the city entrance? Oh crap. I scan the area around me. Everyone has kept a safe distance. I can't hear what they're saying either. It's all hushed mumble tones that meld together. Guess we have to see, how much like an apple cost or something. Even the children who were once running in the streets are now gathered near the adults. I get that I stand out, but isn't this reaction a bit over the top for a woman? I hear someone approaching from behind and turn in their direction. A man walks out of the alleyway. His gaze is on me. I can feel it. It's a predatory gaze, one I'm all too familiar with. Oh. Well,
hello there, pretty thing. You don't look like you're from around here.
Stranger danger! Stranger danger! Well, at least I know that we speak the same language. He may be annoying, but it answers my question. I'm a traveler.
Dressed like that.
Is there something wrong with my attire?
Most travelers don't want to stand out.
Then they have something to hide. I don't.
Well, if you don't have anything to hide, why don't I show you around?
I don't know who you are, suspicious man. Not interested, but thanks. I turn to walk away when another thug grabs my wrist. Oh, it's always the thug. It's always dumb bandits and coming out from alleyways.
We weren't asking.
Hey, don't be rough with her. Remember, she's much smaller than you are.
The original man walks closer to me and gives me a smile. I return it with a glare.
Come on, don't be like that. You're not from around here, right? You could find yourself in dangerous situations without a chaperone. Why not let me take that role?
I don't trust like that.
We'll get rid of this brute, and we'll have a nice date. Sound good?
No, it doesn't.
So you want to stay with this guy? You got interesting taste.
The thug who has my hand pulls me closer into him.
She smells good.
Ew. I want a creepy sniffer. Of course I'd run into creeps like this, but after what I've been through, he's not the least bit scary. His motives aren't exactly hidden either. I turn my attention to the thug who has me in his grasp. Excuse me, good sir, but get your hands off my wrist and your face out of my view. I do not have any intention of responding to your advances. I'm on my own. I've been on my own for years. It's taught me how to handle this stuff.
Wow. There's not many women with your spirits. I am impressed. You got grit.
Yeah, she does. I like a woman like this.
Rape. The man's grip on me tightens. I smell the alcohol and body odor emanating from him. I hate dealing with guys like this. I hate this reality. Well, my nose doesn't like you. I'm not even really sure what I'm saying right now. I'm tired of hurting. To think I married a man worse than this thug. To think I let him break me is infuriating.
Watch your mouth.
Wash yours.
She told you, didn't she?
You little...
I've always rescued myself. I'll always have to rescue myself. I feel a sticking pain where his grip is pinching me.
Hey, Ben. Relax. You're hurting her.
She's making fun of me.
His name is Ben.
You're disrespecting her. What do you think's gonna happen?
I ain't gonna be disrespected by a bit.
Ben.
Hmm. Get your hands off. In an instant, I find myself pulled from his grasp.
Causing trouble already, are you, G?
Oh, here's another. He looks like a knight, right? Some shiny knight here to rescue us from our plight. Hi, Joshua. I don't think I can pull for Sledathon Jamil, to be honest. I'm holding off for October on the EN side. And JP, I am absolutely broke this month.
White Knight. I was wondering when you'd come to the rescue.
Oh, he's literally a white knight here for us. The man named G looks nonchalantly between me and the knight.
Was this man hurting you, milady?
Is this man bothering you, Queen?
I was just, introducing myself to the girl. I was going to be a good citizen and show her around.
Sure, sure.
Oh, really? I don't think she appreciates your introduction or offer.
I came on strong, that's all. I can be intimidating. I am a big man.
You're not intimidating. I told you I'm not interested in what you're offering.
You heard the lady. No means no.
Not keep trying. I finished the man's sentence. Yes, you gotta tell him. No is a complete sentence. I appreciate him helping me, but I never want to be a damsel in distress again. I'll need to learn from this moment.
You heard her loud and clear. Get out of here. Don't bother this girl again.
Whatever. She's not worth the trouble anyways.
Spinning our direction, the thug walks back towards the alleyway.
And G, get better control of your men, or you'll deal with me.
That was entirely my fault. I apologize, milady. We're both a bit drunk, and he doesn't listen very well when he's had some spirits in him. It's no excuse, but I hope you'll forgive him.
The man bows before walking away. Well, at least one of them had some courtesy and manners to him. We stand there watching him disappear into the shadows before the knight steps away from me.
It's not good to stand out in this city, even during the day.
I wasn't trying to, but it's out of my control. My wrist throbs from where the thug was squeezing me. I find myself rubbing it unconsciously.
Did he hurt you?
Not really. It's nothing to worry over, Sir Knight.
Call me Lance.
His name's Lance. Well, then thank you, Sir Lance. I don't mean to be rude, but I need to get going. I've already drawn enough attention to myself.
May I ask where you're headed?
I don't really want to tell him my plans, but he is a knight. If I'm too secretive or act suspiciously, then I might find myself in a jail cell rather than an inn. I want to find a place to sell this dress. I also need a place to spend the night, preferably an inn.
I think you'll have a hard time finding any merchant who can afford that dress, even stained as it is.
Oh no, we're dressed way too richly for this small town here. Stained? Lance nods and motions to the side of my dress. I look down and see blood smeared on it. It must have been from when I was coughing and collapsed. Shit, I thought there was only dirt on this. I'm just casually wearing your bloody dress. No wonder everyone was avoiding me.
Your best bet would be to place it up for auction.
Auction? They'd buy a dress in this condition?
Auctions will sell anything if it's rare enough.
Would the auction house loan me a set of clothes? This is the only thing I have.
I'm sure they would. Even if they didn't, I can get you something to wear until your dress sells.
Oh, that's nice of him at least. I mean, you know, Lance seems like a good guy. He's a knight, right? So hopefully he remains a good guy. He's being rather accommodating to a complete stranger. More than likely, he wants to keep tabs on me. I'd like to keep my distance, but I don't think I'd have a choice at the moment. Thank you. Then I'll take you up on that offer. The knight smiles and nods his head at my answer. As long as I show that I'm compliant, he shouldn't have any reason to do something drastic. I'll just bide my time. I follow behind him as we make our way through the crowd. Lance takes me to the biggest building in the vicinity. Is this really the auction house? I was expecting something shadier, but this looks as if it runs through legal channels. Well, I am being escorted by a knight. Everyone's eyes are on me as we make our way into the building. There's no way this is an auction house. This place is filled with knights.
Right through here.
Sir, where are you bringing me? Are you actually gonna bring me to a jail cell? I make eye contact with the knight. There's a glint in them that's daring me to make a run for it. Ah, shit. Well, it's too late. Too late to run now. We're in this. I enter the small room and hear the door shut behind us. Is this an interrogation room? Maybe I should have taken my chances with the drunken idiots. I probably would have had a better chance of escaping them. What is the meaning of this, Sir Lance? This obviously isn't an auction house.
Whose blood is on your dress?
Oh, he gets right down to business. Of course he questioned me about the blood. I feel like a moron right now. Lance casually places his hand on the hilt of his sword. That action alone is anything but casual, though. I mean, yes, he did trick us. He's doing his job. Don't answer. I mean, it is our blood. That is the truth. That is the truth. Also, let's save here. It is technically our blood. It's mine. I'm not getting out of this without answering. It's mine.
That's a significant amount of blood. And you have no visible wounds.
Yeah, it's called internal, bleeding damages. Oh, so just because you can't see my injury, it doesn't exist? I don't know what that was. Figures I'd end up cornered by a guy like you. I should have known better than to trust you.
Did you really think I wouldn't question you about the blood?
Lance looks down at my dress with skeptical eyes.
Considering the quality of craftsmanship, you were not engaged to a commoner.
You're really judging a book by its cover, you know that?
Look, I'm not suggesting that you were the one to do harm, but it's apparent that you were in a dangerous situation that resulted in blood getting on your dress.
So you needed to trick me to ask about the situation?
This is not something I could discuss on a street corner. Besides, I doubt you would have come willingly if you'd known where I was taking you.
The knight takes a step forward and I instinctively jump back. Don't come any closer. I don't know what you think I've done, but I promise you that I'm innocent. He respects my wishes but doesn't move his hand off the hilt of his sword. The blood isn't mine. Just because you can't see an injury doesn't mean there isn't one. What happened to me affected only me. No one else was harmed. I was the only victim and I survived.
You're being too ambiguous.
I'm telling you, this is none of your concern. I didn't ask you to save me. I didn't go running to the knights to defend me. I've taken care of myself and no one else was harmed. What more do you want me to say? No matter how many times you ask this question, my answer isn't going to change.
I want you to be straightforward with me. Even if you were the only one harmed, it's my duty as a knight to see to it that no one else becomes a victim.
And if I tell you I'm a victim of circumstance? What if I told you I had an unexpected reaction to something I drank? It caused me to cough up blood. No one else is harmed, but I'm the victim. She's like really laying onto him. She's like, I have been bamboozled, I've been scammed, tricked, hoodwinked. Forget this man and his pretty face. I am a woman of integrity. I have a very strong sense of justice, so if there were anything that you could do to help, I would have told you immediately. But I don't think it matters what I say to you. It seems you've already reached your own conclusions about me, Sir Knight. It's apparent that you won't even consider my explanation as truth. So why should I even bother responding to you if you're just going to believe what you want?
Milady,
I like how he's just like, I'm sorry. It's like, whoa, okay there. He's going off. I didn't realize I've gotten blood on my dress, otherwise I wouldn't have strolled through town. I was an idiot who drank something that I shouldn't have, and I paid the price. That's all the information I want to share. Now please let me be on my way. I go to walk past him when he grabs my wrist. Let go of me! I grab his wrist with my other hand and try to yank myself free from his grasp. When I do this, I feel the warmth of his skin on my fingertips. In that moment, a bright flash envelops us.
May your fates forever entwine. Receive the blessing of Maris, god of Remoire.
Oh, this is what he meant. As long as you touch the person, you'll know that they'll be like one of what was it? Like one of your destined ones or something like that. I feel a burning sensation under my engagement ring. You're...
My fated.
Oh, okay. Oh, is this like soulmates thing? You know how you like for like fanfics, there's like different types of soulmate AUs? Where, you know, sometimes it's like a red thread of fate, and other times it's like, oh, they see color when they meet their soulmate. This is one of those like, oh, if you touch someone and I guess your ring finger burns, that's your soulmate. As he says this, Maris's words enter my mind.
You'll know the moment you touch them if they're destined to you.
Is this what Maris was talking about? Is Lance one of the people who can help me? What do you mean, fated? What's happening?
The blessing of Morris?
Oh, is it pronounced Mars? Blessing of Mars? What are you talking about? Are you the person that Mars wanted me to meet?
What do you mean?
Maybe I shouldn't mention anything. He hasn't believed me so far. I just need to get away from him before I find myself in more trouble. Nothing. What exactly is the blessing of Mars?
You don't know about this?
No, please enlighten me. Should I know about it? He looks like he wants to ask further questions, but restrains himself.
Everyone knows of Mars's blessing. Our world revolves around it to produce the most fitting heirs.
Huh. Heirs?
Do you have any memories at all? Are you suffering from amnesia?
Yeah. Amnesia. Sure. I don't want to talk about myself right now. What is this marking and how does it relate to us?
If we receive this marking, it means we are the most compatible.
Oh, soulmate AU then. Soulmates. Compatible how?
We're soulmates. I'm destined to be
I
your
called
husband.
it.
It's Mars's decree. This is something everyone waits for. Some their entire life.
Oh, soulmate AU. I was not expecting this. I am a sucker for reading soulmate AU fics. Not gonna lie. But I mean, like, this girl's gonna have to meet, like, Celeste is gonna have to meet other guys, right? So she's just like getting like a little mini harem of supposed destined ones. Soulmates? I immediately break away from his grasp. Lance nods his head, much to my horror. Wait, did Morris tell you this himself?
It's another thing that everyone knows. It's not something he has to specifically tell us. I'm very surprised that you're not aware of this.
I feel completely panicked. Completely understandable. I feel this. No, What sort of sick, twisted joke is this? I'm not feeling well. I need to go.
Milady!
I turn to run out of the building, but I'm met by more knights entering.
Whoa, hey, it's not good to rush like that.
The woman grabs hold of my shoulders in an attempt to calm me down. I'm sorry, I'm not feeling well. I need to get home. Please let me go. All the emotions that were held back burst forth out of me like water from a broken dam.
Hey, try to calm down. It's okay. You're surrounded by knights. Unless you're a criminal, this is the safest place to be.
Thank you, Lady Knight. I wish I could see your face. Even though she says this, I see a look of skepticism on her face. Please let me go.
Milady!
He's catching up. Let's go. Lance comes running out of the room. The woman seems surprised. I don't hesitate and use the opportunity to break free from her grasp and run away.
Wait!
Go forth, Cinderella. Escaped.
Oh, sorry, Shiri.
Lance, is she a suspect?
No, she's my fated. I don't know why, but somehow I scared her.
You're fated? Lance, what did you...
I don't hear the rest of the conversation as I escaped into the bustling city. I can't believe this is happening to me. Oh, I got an achievement. You successfully marked your first man. That's what the achievement said. I like that. Marked. First Ikemen. Tate. I've got to get out here. I've got to get away. In my haste, I end up crashing into someone. A bright flash of light envelops us as I feel his lips brush against my neck. Wow. We're just like running out from one building and stumbling into other men.
May your fates forever entwine. Receive the blessing of Mars, god of Remoire.
Not again. He's like, damn, I barely escaped the first one. I sit up and look down at the man below me, and I'm taken aback by his appearance. His eyes, how beautiful. He gives me a gentle smile, and I snap back to reality. I'm so sorry. Are you okay? Wow, we literally just like ran out and just fell into his broad arms.
I think I should be asking you that. You seem to be running from someone.
He's not fazed by this at all. Maybe I was just hearing things? Right, I'm probably hallucinating. Or maybe it's some kind of repeat message. The man glances away from me for a moment, and I follow his line of sight. A knight is approaching us. Damn it, I've gotta get out here. Just when I think the knight's about to grab me, he stops and takes a step back. What? Did he change his mind? I look over at the man who I'm lying on top of. He's still looking at the knight. Is the knight obey? Is the knight obey? What does that mean? Is he obey? Is he okay?
Milady, wait!
Obeying? Oh, is he obeying? Okay. I was confused. Lance's voice calls from the entrance of the knight's barracks. I see him running down the steps. Crap. I'm really sorry. I need to go. I try to get off the man, but he holds me closer.
Wait. May I know your name?
Is this guy serious right now? Sorry, a bit tied up at the moment. Maybe if we meet again. This response surprises him, and he lets go of me. I push myself off of the handsome young man and continue running away. This is just crazy. I'm being chased by a knight and knocking people over. Mars keeps blessing me too. What the hell is going on?
Your Majesty, are you okay?
Oh.
You're not injured, are you?
Is he? Oh, is he actually like a prince? I love that. First a knight, then a prince. We're just like running into men and just getting the hell out of there. And they're like, no, at least tell me what your name is. Gonna be looking for her like Cinderella.
No, but she appears to be in trouble.
Aizen.
Emperor Aizen, your hand.
Aizen looks down at his wrist and sees a small design peeking out from his bunched up glove.
Ah, so that's where it appeared.
You were fated to a stranger? Do you know what this could mean?
He ignores his charge and repositions his glove to hide the mark.
What are the odds that I would meet my future wife in this way?
Truly. You and the other guy she's about to run into.
It's quite entertaining.
This is not the time to be amused, Your Majesty. What if she's a commoner? Do you know the repercussions that will await her if it's...
You don't need to remind me, Ray. I'm well aware of the seriousness of this matter. For now, follow her. It seems she's captured the attention of our White Knight. If she's in danger, protect her as you would me. These are your orders.
Yes, Your Majesty.
I continue my sprint through the street. I just love that. Just her running in her bloody dress through the street as this knight is like running close by behind her, and behind that knight is another knight that's also running to her. Oh man. The waves of people kept parting, causing me to stand out even more. If I don't hurry, I'm going to get caught. I don't want to be caught. No, I can't be trapped again. I won't be tricked again. I feel like I can hear Ryan's laughter. Ah, stupid Ryan.
My wife.
I hear the echoes of him mockingly calling me my wife. Why would Mars put me in this situation? Soulmates? Fated? What ridiculous nonsense. I'll never fall for that again. I can't stay in this world. I can't go through this again. I can't deal with this. Someone, please. Someone help me, please.
Milady, please! I just want to speak with you!
Leave me alone. We have nothing to talk about. He seems to falter when I say this.
Then, will you please allow me to escort you to a safer area? This place is dangerous.
You think I'm gonna trust you again after what you did? I mean, she's got a fair point.
I admit what I did was wrong. I apologize for deceiving you, but this area is filled with scoundrels. It's not safe. Milady, I don't want you getting hurt.
I continue running, but my heel catches on my dress again. I barely manage to keep myself from falling. He's gonna catch up with me at this rate.
Sally.
Oh. Sally? Oh my god! It's Kramer! Carver? Yeah, Carver, right? Before I can process what I just heard, strong hands pull me into the alley.
I finally found you.
Oh my god, Carver! How did you get here? He holds me tight. His entire body is trembling. Carver? What are you doing here? How are you?
Milady!
The sound of the knight's voice is getting much closer. It's much more panicked, too. Lance goes to unsheathe his sword as he nears the alley.
Unhand her at...
He's my friend! I stand protectively in front of Carver and glare at the knight. He seems dumbfounded by the situation.
Friend?
Carver places his hand on my shoulder before he moves in front of me.
Yes, I'm her friend. Now what business do you have with her? The lady is my fated. I wish to speak with her, but frightened her in the process. This area where she is running is dangerous.
Lance tries to get a glance at me, but Carver positions himself directly in front of my body. I'm hit with so many different emotions when he does this.
So in other words, this man is giving you trouble, Selly?
I love this, like, the second time. It's like, is this man bothering you, my queen?
I merely wanted to escort her to a safer location.
They continue to talk, but I find I can't concentrate on what they're saying. Great, I'm disassociating again. How is Carver even in this world? And why is he going so far to protect me? I find myself holding onto the back of his coat. I mean, girl, I'm pretty sure he has a hots for you. If this is not some sort of, like, I don't know, childhood best friend equivalent route, or he's like her guardian angel or protector or something, I feel like that's kind of, that may be where we're going. His broad back gives me a sense of security, but I know I shouldn't feel that way. We used to be inseparable. Maybe that's why I can't stop myself. I need to stop myself though. I can't trust him. Not again. I think this, but my head leans against his back.
Selly?
I'm going to be sick. It's too much. Despite everything that's happened between us, I find myself holding tightly to his jacket. It's something I did with my brother, and I can't stop myself right now.
Selly?
Oh, right, he was like her brother's best friend, right? So I wonder if they were actually childhood friends. I just need a minute to... My knees collapse beneath me and I find myself on the ground.
Hey!
Carver reaches out and tries to catch me, but I place my hands out to stop him. I don't want to be touched right now. Please just give me a bit of space. Just for a second, please. Carver respects Dad, takes a small step back.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to overwhelm you. It's obvious that you've been through something traumatic.
My fingers dig into the cobblestone walkway beneath me. Traumatic is an understatement.
I let my emotions get the best of me.
Lance goes to move closer, but Carver gets defensive.
Don't take another step.
He's like her guard dog or something.
Selly, can you get up?
I fight to calm my breathing, but I feel on the verge of a panic attack. My fingernails chip as I fight to regain control of my body. This is all too much, Carver. I don't know if I can handle all of this. Carver kneels down in front of me. He meets my gaze and his expression is one that I haven't seen for years.
It's okay. I'm here. I'm right here.
That's not fair. You can't look at me like that right now. Please don't remind me of who you used to be. I'm too weak right now. Carver, how are you here? My friend reaches out his hand but draws it back at the last second. I almost lurch forward to stop him from distancing himself. No, it's okay.
You said you didn't want to be touched.
I can change my mind. Carver's face lightens up slightly and he gives me a gentle gaze. The next moment, he closes the distance between us. It takes all the willpower I have not to jump into his arms. His warm hand cups my cheek so tenderly.
May your fates forever entwine. Receive the blessing of Maris, god of Remoire.
Here comes the third catch. Right here. Yeah, I'm liking, Carver so far. I seriously hope he kind of remains as, the good guy he is and not some backstabber at the end. I am a sucker for, like, the childhood friend trope, the one who's, like, protecting from the shadows sort of thing. I am kind of a sucker for that. He's faded to me too? That's pretty ironic. How are you here, Carver? A tattoo begins to appear on the side of his neck.
That's simple. I promised you that I'd always be there for you. Crossing worlds is just part of that promise.
Oh, wow, smooth talker. I just Cross worlds for you, no biggie. Don't say that so nonchalantly. I'm completely shaken by all this. How are you so calm?
Because you're alive. You're looking at me and speaking to me. There's nothing I wouldn't do to keep you safe, Sally.
We're having such a romantic moment, but Lance is still standing right there in front of us, like a third wheel. Carver seems like he's about to break down crying. His eyes are wet with tears. Seeing him being emotional is making me feel the weight of my own emotions. I can't handle that right now. I'm okay, Carver, so don't give me that look.
You were at death's door before Morris brought you here.
Oh, he knows Mars?
I thought I was about to lose you for good.
This is too much. I can't take this. I've always considered myself a strong woman, but right now I just feel like a helpless child. I hate this. I hate it. I hate this.
Wait, what do you mean Morris brought you here? And how are you fated to him as well? This is... well, it's impossible.
Oh, Lance. Wait till you hear about the third guy. Or the second guy that we bumped into. Carver turns his attention back to the night. It looks like he's about to respond when we hear the sound of someone approaching.
You're on the wrong side of town, Sir White Knight. I'm surprised you'd come here without backup.
The same thug guy again. Oh, it is! The same man from earlier walks out of the shadows.
You're not looking to cause trouble, are you?
When he hears this, Carver gives me a look that tells me to stay near him. Then he stands and faces the man.
No, not as long as I get what I want. You're not really in a position to bargain.
Multiple unsavory looking men seem to crawl out of the shadows. Can't the girl catch a break? That's why I want to say too. My girl's having a rough time. She's been having a very rough night and day. I force my legs to stand and look around at all of the men. We're surrounded.
You don't want to do this right now. Go back to your master.
There's a sharpness in his tone as he says this.
I'm right here.
Oh, gee. You're a traitor? G appears out of the shadows.
Call off your men, G.
I don't know. This is pretty entertaining. It's not often that you get this look in your eye, White Knight.
Lance draws his sword and Carver stands protectively in front of me. I look around and try to find the nearest object that could be used as a weapon. I'm not going to be a hindrance in this battle. I need to find something to defend myself with. There's not really anything around here, though. I feel G's gaze on me and I glare at him. Oh, screw a cactus, perv.
We don't want any issues. And you won't get any. As long as you give me the girl. This bastard's got a death wish.
You talk big for someone without a weapon.
Don't need one.
Oh, is Carver gonna use magic? Maybe his fists?
Tough guy, huh? You got me curious now.
As they are closing in, another person steps from the shadows. Oh! Hello there! His clothes resembles a priest's, and he has what I assume is a holy book in his hand. Another handsome man has appeared.
In the name of our father, Morris, I offer you grace and a pardon. Leave this vicinity within the next 20 seconds. Or suffer the wrath of God.
Go preach your sermon somewhere else, Senor. We're conducting important negotiations right now.
12, 11, 10, 9, 8.
As the man begins counting down, he takes out what seems to be a chain from his cloak.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
The men pull out their weapons and begin walking towards us.
1.
Oh! Some cool bow pose. He's gonna fight with chains? In an instant, the priest flings the chain and a sharp blade flies in an arc, slicing the necks of 3 of the men. Woo! Yeah, you get those creepy thugs. Go, Mr. Killer Priest. What kind of weapon is that? Lance begins taking down our attackers with ease. One after another they fall, but I notice that he's not actually killing them. Is he showing them mercy? The red-haired guy, on the other hand, is showing no mercy. I love how we got a guy with red hair and a guy with blue hair. It's easily going for some contrast here. He's slicing them down with almost boredom. The world around me is filled with battle cries and agonizing screams. How is this even real?
Come on, let's get out of here. It looks like these 2 can handle them just fine.
I look to see that most of the men are either incapacitated or bleeding out on the ground. Right, we should take this chance to escape. I nod in agreement as Carver takes my hand. However, before we can so much as move, another group of thugs come rushing into the alleyway. Man, I'm really sending all the thugs here.
You aren't going anywhere.
The man lunges at Carver, who pushes me to the side. I fall to the ground and turn to see him straining against the blade-wielding opponent. Carver!
I'm fine! Stay back!
I go to stand up when I feel my heel is caught in something. I glance down and see that my dress has torn from the fall. Here's my weapon. Without hesitation, I reach down and grab the gaping hole in my dress. I pull it as quickly as I can, causing a long, narrow strip of my dress to tear off. Time to strangle this creep. I place all of my energy into my legs and jump up to attack the man. Unfortunately, I don't get the chance to get him. I'm pulled from behind, away from my friend. Let go of me! I twist my body around, preparing to punch the person when I get literally swept off my feet.
Sorry, but we need to get you out of here.
Whoa, your face is super close. His hand!
May your fates forever entwine. Receive the blessing of Maris, god of Remoire.
Now I'm fated to a priest? He's collecting all these guys one by one like Pokemon.
Didn't expect that. I also didn't expect you to be bare. These undergarments are very revealing.
Stop looking. My blush grows even deeper. Well, I didn't expect a man of Maris to have his hands in my dress.
This is a shocking event for both of us. Bear with it for now.
Wait! The man turns around and begins running away. I tighten my grip around his neck to keep from falling.
Silly! Milady!
What the hell is going on? Wait, what do you think you're doing?
Saving you.
I didn't need...
I'm all for independent women, but there's a difference between stubbornness and stupidity. You need to learn it.
Ignore him, you're right. Excuse me? Was that the correct answer?
Does the truth offend you?
I feel like the crowds are like indicators. I'm like, was that the correct answer? This guy. The man takes us down an empty alleyway.
Trying to tackle a blade-wielding opponent twice your size wouldn't end well.
I wasn't going to tackle him. I was going to strangle him. I'm not stupid enough to fight fairly with that oversized brute. The man smirks and seems pleased with the answer. He opens his mouth to respond. Was that a... The priest lets me down and turns back towards where we left. However, he doesn't let go of my wrist. Carver is standing there with a gun in his hand. Oh, Carver. Carver is not taking any shit. Carver is... I'm sorry. But this is a world, this is a medieval fantasy world. You know, you got a guy using chains with blade, you got another guy with a sword, and here's Carver casting gun. He's like, yeah, well, take this. It's producing a weird black mist. Okay, so it's not actually firing bullets. I'd be like, Isekai in another world with my pistol. What the heck is that?
That's my only warning. Let her go.
The priest releases my hand before placing his in the air.
I'm assuming that little weapon of yours is from your world.
Our world? How does he know we're from a different world? Then again, he's a priest, so maybe Mars told him.
It's quite effective.
Yes, a gun is quite effective in a fantasy medieval setting, I would say.
In the right hands it is. I'm curious how well it can stand up to a blessed weapon.
The priest takes a step forward and Carver cocks his gun in response. I don't like where this is going. I know Carver is a strong fighter, but this guy is unlike anything we've seen before. Wait! I go to try and grab the priest when...
Stand down, by Imperial command!
Oh. Everyone freezes when they hear a commanding voice from the alleyway's entrance.
Saray.
How'd this guy? Another man comes out from behind him. It's the man I bumped into on the street.
Who the hell are you?
I love the way the spray is positioned because it just literally looks like Carver is pointing a gun to this guy's neck, being like, back off. No more men in this harem. Only Carver. Carver now has his gun pointed between all three of them. Just as he says this, a blade touches the back of his neck.
Who are you to point a weapon at our emperor?
Emperor? That man is the Emperor? Oh shit. Wait, Sir Lance! I position myself in the middle of everyone and see Carver stiffen. Yeah, I know you don't like this, but I'm not going to let you get hurt. Please, this is all getting really out of hand. I turn my attention back to Carver. Carver, lower your gun. I know you're scared for both of us, but the gun is only making the situation worse. Yes, pointing a gun at the Emperor does not de-escalate the conflict. So it was fake, always has been. Basically, what? This guy is faded to you? Always has been. Carver is hesitant at first, but I keep eye contact with him. Carver, please. Reluctantly, he lowers his weapon.
I'm going to need you to drop your weapon, not just lower it.
Without breaking eye contact with me, Carver lets go of his gun. Instead of it hitting the ground, it seems to just vanish altogether. No one else seems to notice though. Yeah, pretty sure I'm having a mental breakdown right now. This has to be it.
White Knight, you should be aware of what needs to be done.
What needs to be done? I have a really bad feeling about this. Hold on, my friend was just trying to protect me, and he's being compliant. I rush in front of the guard and the Emperor and bow my head. If anything, I should be the one punished. I hit the Emperor and knocked him over.
Hit? Didn't I just warn you about stubbornness and stupidity?
Hey, that was before we met you, okay? I bite my tongue before I say something I might regret. Being honest and transparent isn't stupid, especially in this situation. I figured that a priest of all people would understand the sentiment. I returned my attention to the Emperor. I apologize for our disrespect, Your Majesty. My friend and I were both unaware of your identity. I bow deeply to the man. Please have mercy on him. He was only looking out for me. I hear footsteps approaching and try my best to calm my nerves.
Lift your head. I don't like seeing you bow to me.
I do as he says and look up at the Emperor.
It seems there are extenuating circumstances regarding this matter. I will trust and believe this man was acting in your best interest.
The Emperor turns his attention towards the priest, his face looking slightly sterner.
Senior Ezra, I apologize for using an Imperial order against you, but we cannot have a blessed weapon being used here.
There is no need to apologize, Your Majesty. I let my curiosity get the better of me.
Sir Lance, sheathe your sword.
Yes, Your Majesty.
The Emperor nods his head before his attention is once again on me.
Allow me to formally introduce myself. My name is Eisen. I'm the Emperor of Jaril.
Well, hello, Eisen. I forgot his name was Eisen. I'm like, oh, the last Eisen I remember is from Bleach. That did not end well. Eisen, okay. Emperor of Jaril, no biggie. I'm Celeste. I fight back another bow before turning my attention to Lance. We could have avoided all this drama if I had not run from you, Sir Lance. I apologize.
There's no need for that. It's understandable that you would run after everything that happened.
Lance and Carver both waste no time in moving to my side. As soon as he gets close to me, Lance kneels down and bows his head low towards the Emperor.
Emperor Eisen, I believe I also owe you an apology. My fate had touched you, even if it was through your clothes. I thank you for showing her mercy.
You are fated.
Oh.
Yes, we've received the blessing of Maris, though it seems that she is not aware of what the blessing is. It frightened her considerably, which is why she was running.
You're leaving out important details, Sir Knight.
I also tricked her into coming to the Knight's headquarters to question her. You've been missing all morning, and we were all concerned.
The Emperor turns his attention to me.
I see that my desire for a stroll caused you considerable trouble. I apologize.
Everyone's eyes widen at his statement. It's evident that an apology from the Emperor is a rare occurrence. There's no need to apologize, Your Majesty. You had no way of knowing that this would happen. He gives me an indiscernible smile and returns his attention to Lance.
I'm rather curious, White Knight. How are you fated to Celeste?
It surprised me too, but I assure you that I've received the marking. I can't show you it right now, but if you look on her finger, you'll see the design.
Fascinating.
It seems we are in quite a predicament, as I have also received the marking.
Oof, everyone's been gathered here. Urza places a hand on his chest and Carver rubs his neck where his marking appeared.
Each one of you is fated to this one woman?
Your Majesty, this...
The guard trails off and looks at me.
Are you a goddess of some kind?
A goddess? What kind of question is that? Mara suddenly appears before us. The shock causes Lance and Ray to draw their weapons.
I hate paperwork. Oh, sorry about that, Celeste. I kinda left you in a bit of a difficult situation.
Difficult is an understatement. I quickly close the distance between myself and the god. Do you even know what I've been through since you disappeared? Apparently I'm fated to all these men and am supposed to marry them? Explain this, Maris. Maris takes a moment to look around.
Good, you found most of them.
Most of them? You know. Most of them?
We are humbled to be graced by your presence, God of Remoire.
Oh, they just casually know him. Ursa immediately bows low to the ground and Lance and Ray follow suit. Eisen offers a formal bow while Carver and I remain standing.
Oh, bless their hearts, they're bowing. Now, I'm not that kind of god. I don't do all the groveling and holy talk. It's suffocating. Just be normal.
This is so funny because they're like, the fact that everyone just knows who Maris is, like he's not hiding the fact that he's a god. Like, could you imagine you're just like in this situation and suddenly Jesus appears in front of you, being like, "Hey guys, what's up?" Oh no, don't bow and grovel and that. No, we're cool. We're cool like that. Everyone who was bowing straightens, but remains stiff and reserved.
So, I bet all of you have many questions. I've got the answers. Well, some of them anyways. But before we start with the Q&A, we need to find a better place to talk. And meet the last fated.
There's
The
one
last
more.
fated?
There's one more.
I'll explain in a bit. So, whose house should we go to?
Everyone stands in awkward silence for a moment before the Emperor steps forward.
I suggest we go to Mavril Castle.
Mavril Castle? Are you certain that you want us to go to a place deemed your sanctuary?
This is a matter that must be handled delicately. We should have adequate privacy there.
From their demeanor, it seems that Mavril Castle is a place that is not easily accessible, even to the elite. I wonder if I should suggest the forest area where Maris first...
Don't have to ask me twice. Grab your swords and steady your stomachs!
Oh no! Here we go. Whoa! In an instant, I find myself face down on the cold marble floor. Thanks for the advance warning, Maris. Pretty great travel service you're providing. The men let out groans, which are accompanied by the surprised gasps and yells of maids. My vision blurs around me as I try to focus my eyes. We landed in what appears to be a great hall, and all of us, except Maris, are feeling the effects of his decision.
Did they just appear out of nowhere?
One of the maids looks down at a child servant.
Go and get the guards! Run now, quickly!
The little one nods and rushes out of the room. Maharis looks around gleefully and shoots one of the maids his best smile.
No need to be alarmed. Everything is under...
Not another move.
Seemingly out of nowhere, a blade slides in front of Maris's neck.
Control.
Are you alright, Your Majesty? What did you do to our Emperor?
Before Eisen can say anything, his knights slam through the doors and surround us, their blades pointed at our backs.
Well, that was fast.
The nonchalant god smiles wryly in the precarious situation, as if there were nothing wrong. His temperament makes some of the knights shuffle uncomfortably.
Stand down!
After a moment, Eisen manages to voice those words. He sounds like he can barely talk, which doesn't help our situation in the slightest. The guards applaud, but do not lower their swords pointed at our bodies, mine included. I force my head to turn in Eisen's direction and see his eyes staring into mine. His gaze is fierce. Is he upset? I guess I can't blame him. I'd be upset too in this situation. With a grunt, Eisen forces his body upright. His focus is solely on the knight beside me.
Get your blade away from her.
The knight that has me pinned takes a step back. He seems shocked.
What is the meaning of this command?
Oh, butler! But he's elderly.
Your man.
The butler goes to say something but stops midway.
Everyone, out of the room. Asim and I will handle this.
Some of the soldiers try to argue. The butler is having none of it.
Now.
The butler's tone leaves no room for discussion. At his order, everyone swiftly leaves. Only the sound of hurried footsteps fills the room as he waits for the doors to shut. After a few seconds of silence, the butler turns to Eisen.
Your Majesty, are you injured?
I'm well. There's no cause for concern.
You do not appear to be well, Your Majesty.
I love he's still standing right behind Boris.
Yet I am. Remove your sword, Asim. You do not know who you have at your blade.
As the guard obeys his order, the butler goes over to a drawer and takes out what appears to be a headdress of some kind. It's a weird feeling to be trapped on the floor while others walk around as if we were not there. I guess that's the difference between social classes. Even here in Remoire, it's unavoidable.
Forgive me for my negligence.
I merely wished to escape for a short time. That was not negligence on your part.
Escape? Did you go to the city in this attire?
Yeah, you...
Might I ask why you deemed it appropriate to leave your chambers in such apparel?
No one knows who I am.
That's worse. Your Majesty, they will not be mindful in their actions around you.
Is that the point?
Now, old man. Let's not give our Emperor a hard time.
That voice sounds familiar for some reason. Oh? I looked over as the masked man saunters up to the group. He's definitely a sight to behold. Why is he wearing a mask? Ooh, pink hair. I am liking his design. It's very rare to see a guy in a Otome game with long pink hair.
Now is not the time for your ramblings, Honor.
Is it not? As an advisor, I feel it's my duty to intervene when you're becoming too pompous and... naggy?
Naggy?
I'm glad you've returned safely, Your Majesty.
I too am relieved, but what would have happened had you touched a person of common blood?
Well then.
Let's discuss this in private at a later time.
Forgive me, I meant no disrespect.
After this comment, the man turns his attention to us.
Nonetheless, the fact that these commoners have seen your face and are now aware of your identity.
You will leave them be.
Oh.
Leave them be? But my liege, the law states...
This will be an exception. No harm is to come to them at any point in time. They are my welcomed guests, and as such, should be treated with respect.
You heard him, old man. They're his guests. Keep your bloodlust to a minimum, okay?
2 against 1. Sorry, butler guy.
Guests. I have never seen these people before in my life. Don't tell me you've left the palace on more than one occasion.
You act surprised by this. Are you really the only one who didn't know this?
Not now, Keith.
As he says this, Eisen slowly makes his way towards me. I see his full body come into view when he kneels down beside me.
Are you okay, my lady?
Yes, the pain's starting to go away. The Emperor reaches his hand out to me, but...
Your Majesty.
Your Majesty!
He stops mere centimeters from me. The room is extremely tense. Well, this feels like an instant death situation. I glance over to see Keeve glaring daggers at me, and the other guy looking horrified. Yeah, definitely a death flag. I don't keep getting into messes like this. I just wanted to get revenge and then lived a moderately peaceful existence. Considering this whole fated situation, I should probably just keep my distance for now. Thank you, Your Majesty, but I'll be okay. I slowly begin pushing my body up and away from him. Teleporting doesn't hurt nearly as bad as the first time, but it still isn't what I call fun.
Not only have you shown your face to a woman, but you go so far as to nearly touch her.
Wow, Keeve. No need to be sexist.
Your Majesty, don't tell me. Is she...
You speak too freely, Keeve.
Well, we're trying not to die in this case. But we'll get up ourselves. The butler remains quiet but begins approaching us. Well, me specifically. Before he can get close to me, Carver moves in front of the man. I'm okay, Carver. I gently rise to my feet and look down at my dress. It's completely tattered.
Is that a wedding dress?
Before anyone can explain, Mars cuts in.
I have to say, I'm impressed with you, Eisen.
This causes the butler's attention to whirl around to Maris.
How dare you call the Emperor by his given name? Just who do you think you...
That's enough.
Your Majesty, I have tolerated many instances of disrespect since your arrival, but...
The person before us is Lord Morris himself.
Keith doesn't seem surprised or worried about this information.
I took you for a more delicate mortal, but your mental strength is top-notch, Emperor Eisen.
Morris winks at Keith, and then man clenches his jaw. His face looks pissed.
All of the other men are still struggling to move, let alone stand.
I look around when he says this. It's true, Ray looks like he's about to get sick to his stomach. Lance is unusually still, and Urza's entire body is shaking as he struggles to push himself up. The only people who are standing are Carver and the Emperor.
The effect should wear off by the end of the day.
End of the day?
That's rough. Aizen and Maris ignore the men's responses as Aizen continues their previous conversation.
I'm honored by your compliment, Lord Morris. If I may, though, I would have preferred to travel by foot. It wasn't that long of a distance, and this unnecessary manner of travel caused a needless commotion throughout my castle.
I have my reasons. I've got a hothead that's going to be storming in here, and I don't want your guys getting involved, or your soldiers getting killed.
Bro?
If that is the case, was it necessary to bring that individual here?
Yes, it was.
Just as he says this, a loud crash reverberates around the room. Oh, who's this? A man crashes through the window with a small fox alongside him. I don't know why, but as soon as I saw this guy, the first thing I thought of was like, he looks like a Kingdom Hearts character. That's all I can think of. But the little fox he has is really cute. Asim and Ki both jumped in front of the Emperor.
Where are those underworld dogs? You imbecile. Do you even know the masterpiece that you just shattered?
Always so dramatic.
Maris nonchalantly waves his hand and the broken mosaic magically repairs itself. Oh, well then. This act leaves everyone speechless.
Did you really have to break the glass?
You sent out an emergency signal. Breaking the glass is the least of my concerns.
He just jumps in through the window.
Well, if I hadn't, then you would have taken your sweet time getting here. I don't have long before sun drags me away again.
Oh, little fox. For the first time, the man lowers his guard and looks around. He studies the men sprawled on the floor.
Teleportation sickness?
Yep.
Completely ignoring the other individuals in the room, he turns his attention to the god.
What's going on, Morris?
I've got a job for you.
A job?
Morris walks over to me and waits for the young man to join us. He hesitantly approaches.
Celeste, meet Shiro. Shiro, Celeste.
Cool.
In her world, it's customary to shake hands when introducing yourself.
Her world?
Morris ignores his question. I know where this is going, Morris. You ain't slick. I see what your plans are.
Go on, shake her hand.
He looks skeptical, and I already have a general idea where this is going. Morris, let's cut to the chase. Is he another... Before I can say anything more, the god grabs Shiro's hand. Is something burning? It smells like smoke. Morris grabs our hands and forces us to touch. I love how that he's just like, yes. Now touch. I'm surprised to feel the warmth of skin on my palm, and that's when I realize that Shiro's glove is damaged. The moment that our skin touches, the same blessing resounds throughout the building. Oh. Shiro rounds on Morris, but the god is not disturbed in the least. Yes, more men! More to our harem!
What's the meaning of this, Morris? Did you bring me here to play matchmaker?
Oh, we've successfully marked all the men. So he's the last one to join our group.
You know I have no desire to get married. None! Never!
Finally, someone with common sense. Too bad it's the hothead with no filter.
Yeah, neither does she. Both of you actually have quite a bit in common, which is why I need your help with her.
You want me to be a babysitter?
No. Babysitter?
I'm an elite demon hunter, not a nanny!
It's not forever. Just bear with being a baby. I mean, bodyguard for half a year.
Half a year? Do you not realize how many demons are entering our realm as we speak? I don't have time to be babysitting a mortal!
Shiro turns sleeve, all while cursing the god.
She's a demon magnet.
At this, he stops.
You won't have to chase them. They'll come to you. They'll come to all of you, wanting her.
The room is silent as Maris' demeanor completely changes. Great! Now I'm a demon magnet on top of everything else. This day just keeps getting better and better. After Maris' profound revelation about me being some sort of demon magnet, he suggests we all break away for a bit of rest. Before anyone could object, he disappeared as quickly as he arrived. Answers will come in the morning, apparently. If he even remembers that he agreed to talk with us, I'm doubtful. I released my billionth sigh as I look around my new bedroom. Hopefully, reality will rejoin me in the morning and I'll realize this is all just a nightmare. I know it's not though. I'm stuck in this nightmare, so I might as well make the most of it. Oh my god. So luxurious. I mean, the background art has been like fairly nice overall, but this is just like, bam! Real fancy. This is like my dream bathroom. I make my way to the bathroom. How fancy. I guess this is a castle after all. Thankfully, it looks like this world has its own version of indoor plumbing, much to my relief. Thank God. I do not want to come into an Otome Isekai world just to catch the Black Plague. I stoke the fire that connects to the water pipes and turn on the faucet. I guess a maid started it before I came in the room. I'm glad. I have no clue how to light a fire. Hot steam rises from the tub as it fills with water.
Milady, I'm here to assist you with your bath.
I think I can manage on my own, but thank you. When we were getting my room arrangements set up, I told the Emperor that I didn't want anyone to help me. The woman looks at me with a complex expression. It's obvious that she's under strict orders to stay beside me. She's just trying to do her job. Snapping at her won't solve anything. Did the Emperor send you here?
The Emperor wouldn't deign to speak to someone as lowly as me.
If the Emperor himself didn't send you, then who did?
Sir Kiev informed me that you are to be treated with the utmost respect as per his sovereign's orders. I've merely come to assist you.
I guess the Emperor failed to mention my desires to the butler, or that he's ignoring my request in order to keep tabs on me. Either way, I don't like it. Her body language is closed off and secretive. It's obvious she has other orders. I don't feel comfortable with someone who's not completely transparent.
I'm so sorry I'm late.
Oh, who's this cutie? An adorable girl who looks to be a few years younger than me burst into the room with a slew of bath products nearly toppling out of her hands.
Did I make it in time? Oh, milady! I was trying to make it back before you started your bath.
Just as she says this, her hair seems to pop up like a startled kitten.
Compose yourself at once, child.
I can't keep a straight face when I see her reactions.
I'm sorry for showing you such a horrid appearance.
She pats the stray hair down, but it quickly pops back up. She's so cute. What's your name?
Oh, I'm Emmeline, but you can just call me Emmy, milady.
I love it. She's so cute. She's adorable. Again, it's like, I'm like, ooh, pink hair. So cute. She looks sweet enough, and the best thing about her is that she's transparent. Emmy, I would like you to assist me. Would that be okay?
Milady, this child is still learning. I fear that she may not be able to serve you adequately.
Bathing myself isn't rocket science. May gives me an inquisitive look. Well, I mean that it's not difficult to wash myself. I was planning on bathing alone anyways.
Milady, the bathwater's about to overflow.
Emmy quickly drops her supplies on the side table and turns off the faucet. As she does this, I turn my attention to the maid. She seems more than competent to me. Rather than wasting time watching a grown woman bathe herself, why don't you continue with your other duties? If Sir Kiev is adamant about someone being with me, then I choose Emmy to help me. The maid is silent for a moment.
Very well, if that is what you wish. Emmeline, be sure that you treat our guest with the utmost respect.
Of course. I will do my best.
The girl gives a big smile, though it seems a bit strained. She's not good at hiding her emotions.
Have a good bath, milady.
Yes, thank you. The maid quickly leaves.
I'm honored that an esteemed guest of the Emperor has chosen me. I'll do my best to assist you in any way possible.
You don't have to do all that. I'm not picky and I just want a simple bath for tonight. And I'm sorry if my request put you in a difficult situation.
Not at all. I'm usually delegated to minor duties, but I'm quite excited to make a relaxing bath for you, milady. Creating tonics is a specialty of mine. It's why I was so late. Couldn't decide which one I'd use, so I brought them all.
Emmy cheerfully picks up 2 bottles and shows them to me.
Oh, and I also brought some rose petals. They release such a pleasant aroma when placed in the water.
Ew, I'm excited for this fancy bath. He lifts the cover and some bright red petals fall out of the basket and onto the floor. The sight of them makes me recoil. I appreciate the gesture, but I'm not really in the mood for any type of tonics or anything like that. I just want something simple. A bar of soap and a rag will be great. Emmy looks at me and then my dress. She quickly places the blanket back over the flowers and filters through many of her supplies.
The Emperor prefers oils and tonics to soaps, so we don't have any on hand at the moment. I couldn't possibly let you use what servants use, so please, understand.
I watch as she takes one of the bottles and empties a substantial amount into her hand. She practically slaps her cheeks and then thoroughly rubs the liquid all over her face.
I made this tonic myself, so I can guarantee that it's safe. It makes your skin feel super smooth and the scent's not overwhelming. I also guarantee this tonic will make your skin so vibrant, milady. You should notice the wonderful effects that it has on my skin within a few moments. If you'd like, we could wait and have some tea before the bath. Would that make you feel more at ease?
He's pretty quick to notice my hesitation. It seems that she wants to make it clear that the tonics are safe to use. That's okay, thank you. You don't need to do anything more. I'll use the tonic you made.
Great. Now, please allow me to help you undress.
She rushes behind me and begins untying my corset. I hadn't even thought about how I was going to get this gown off. I probably would have had to call for help regardless. The dress falls to the ground and almost instantly a towel is wrapped around my body.
The water temperature should be perfect. Let's get you washed up.
The warmth soothes my aching body. Almost instantly, the calming smell of lavender fills the air, followed by the slightest hint of rose oil. I feel the refreshing mixture of warmth and oils coat my body. It's heavenly on my still aching joints.
If it is okay, I will begin washing you, milady.
You don't have to do all that. I can wash my body myself.
Then, may I wash your hair?
I've never washed with oils before. It would probably be best to get her help. Yes, that would be great, thank you. Emmy beams at me and begins to wash my hair.
You have such beautiful hair, milady. I've never seen such a pure white before.
Thank you. The sweet, talkative maid entertains me with many topics while she helps me wash, but I notice that every subject is selective and careful. Oh, how considerate of her! She's considerate and cute. I also really like her outfit. And this bath sounds like really nice. Before long, she finishes helping me and leaves me in the bath to rest. I sit in the water and enjoy the relaxing atmosphere. Sadly, my mind will not allow me to truly rest. This day has been way too much for me. I sink underneath the water and let it rinse my hair. The water's warmth soothes my face. My thoughts are in shambles. I'm a woman who fell in love with and nearly married the murderer of her own family. I'm a demon magnet. I'm broken. It feels like I'm just a monster. Why was Gaia so desperate for me to give her my soul? Why did Maris intervene? The never-ending barrage of questions rotates through my mind until it feels like the water itself is going to drown me. I resurface and take in a big breath of air. What will be, will be. For now, I just need to do what I feel is right. I get out of the water and begin drying myself off.
Milady, I could have helped you.
The young maid comes running up to me and I give her a gentle smile. I've got 2 arms and legs, I can dry myself off. Emmy gives me a big smile before handing me what I assume are undergarments.
While you were bathing, the Emperor sent you a variety of clothes to choose from. Of course, this isn't something that will be discussed beyond these chambers, milady.
She places her finger to her lips and gives another bright smile. I follow Emmy out of the bathroom and into the bedroom. My gaze lands on the outfits that are neatly arranged on the bed. They're all pretty, but right now I need to be practical. I picked the one that offers me the most versatility. I don't want to stand out, so I think this would be the best option.
You will look lovely in whatever you choose, but that one does seem to be the most comfortable.
Emmy helps me get changed and constantly dotes on me. Ooh!
You look so beautiful! It's It's like these clothes were made for you.
Oh, I like this outfit. Thank you, Emmy. Oh, it's so pretty. I like it. I mean, we've seen her in her wedding dress this whole time, so I like the fact that I can't tell if I think she's wearing pants. But this coat and jacket look really, really nice. I like it. A lot of decorative elements on top of it, but it's super cute. It's super cute. She really is such a sweetheart. Emmy is quickly ushered away after helping me get ready. I declined the dinner invitation that I received and spent my time in my room. I was hoping to sleep, but I haven't been able to rest at all. It's well into the morning hours and I'm left wondering what I should do. I look out the window at the garden. Maybe a stroll will help me calm me down. As I thought, being under the stars is more soothing than anything. I'm like, okay, I get, girl, you want to go out and get some fresh air, and I mean, this is the Emperor's Castle, so it should be well protected, but should you really be going out by yourself at night when you've already been attacked by like so many people at this point? Is this really a good idea? The night is beautiful. I take a deep breath and look around at my surroundings. Aizen said there's security here, but I don't see any guards at all. Maybe they use a magic barrier? As I stand there, I see a flash of light in the forest. At the same time, I think I hear someone scream. What was that? I know I probably shouldn't go out there, but what if someone needs help? What if they're begging for someone to save them like I did? The thought instantly spurs my feet into motion. I rush to where I last saw the flashing light. Girl's gonna get yourself killed! No! Don't! No, bad idea! Never run into dark woods by yourself. Bad. I think this is where it came from. It's a densely wooded area, so much so that it's hard to see the moonlight through the branches. How bright must that flash have been to be able to escape all that brush? Or maybe I went too far? I should probably start heading back. I don't hear anything, and I haven't seen anyone. At this rate, I'll just get lost and cause more trouble. I turn around to begin my journey back to the castle when I hear the smallest crunching sound next to me. Much to my shock and relief, a little girl appears. She looks suspicious. I don't trust. Oh, thank goodness I came to help. Hi, sweetie. Are you okay? What are you doing all the way in here? I walk over to the little girl and bend down. Her skin is so pale and she's so skinny. How long has she been out here? Where are your parents? What? Her gaze meets mine, a sinking feeling weighs in my stomach. Her eyes are glazed. She looks like a doll. Oh man, this is sus. Listen, if horror games have taught me anything, you don't go out into the woods. They're densely packed like this, you know. You don't go out with no light into the dark woods. And then when you meet children in these dark woods without any other adult nearby, yeah, that's bad news. Just that's not good. I think this is bad. We need to get out here. Something's not right. Yes, clearly it's not right. Nah, man. Run. Run, girl. Celeste Maiden?
Get back!
Get back! Get out of there! I'm pulled away from the little girl just as a huge snake-like tail protrudes from the shadows. It crashes right where I was previously kneeling. Yes, this is why we don't go into woods and talk to children in those woods at night. No, thank you. I'm watching horror as the little girl floats into the air. She is missing a heart. She's like a puppet connected to strings. Out of the shadows, a large... Oh god, no, stop. Don't get closer to me. Out of the shadows, a large toad-like animal with a snake tail moves toward me. Its golden eyes narrow, focusing on me. What is that?
Move, damn it!
It's like, move, bitch! Get out of the way! I'm dragged up by my arm just as the monster lashes its tail towards me. It barely misses us.
Is it a hobby of yours to put yourself in danger? Or are you just stupid?
Listen, Shiro, I'm asking that question myself. What is that?
What do you think? It's a demon!
A demon? Shiro doesn't seem fazed at all and turns his attention to the small fox.
Kid, hold him off for a sec.
Are you crazy? Your fox is supposed to hold off that? The fox jumps between us and the demon flinches.
There's no time for you to get back to the castle. It's already got your scent. Listen, you stay right behind me. Don't move no matter what happens. Got it?
He doesn't wait for me to respond before pulling out a book. I think he was a Kingdom Hearts character before, but now he's starting to look like Robin from Fire Emblem Awakening. The Fire Emblem Awakening hero now.
By the authority of Morris, you whose soul has been saturated in darkness shall be judged.
Hiro grabs the sword at his waist and it begins to glow.
Be cleansed or cleaved.
The demon lunges right at us. Its entire body shakes the earth with each movement. We're going to be crushed! I grab onto his shirt as the creature makes contact with his blade. The area flashes the same bright color that I saw earlier. With a roar, the demon disappears, leaving only the bodies of a snake, a toad, and a little girl. The horrid, spine-chilling feeling in the air instantly vanishes, and a calmness surrounds us. I watch as Shiro sheathes his sword and walks towards the body of a girl. Is she...
This little girl went missing by the river years ago. Mystery solved.
Oh no. Shiro's voice sounds jaded, but he's extremely careful and gentle when he picks up her body. Years back, it looks like she just fell asleep. She doesn't look...
The demon's power was preserving her form.
They do that?
They do much worse.
But she couldn't have been more than 5 years old.
You think age matters to those creatures? As far as they're concerned, the younger the better.
Shiro begins walking with the lifeless body in his arms. Where are you taking her?
She needs to be laid to rest. Children are their favorite bait. Until her body is cleansed and the rest of her soul goes to the underworld. She's just a lure to be used again.
How awful.
That's why they're demons.
I want to help or remain quiet. I mean, I kind of feel bad, you know. I mean, her body was just used as bait for demons to attack other humans, right? Let me help you bury her. I guess this is the least we can do. Shiro stops and turns toward me.
I appreciate your intentions, but you're a demon magnet. We'd be interrupted by at least one demon before we could finish the ceremony. Kit, get her home. I'll handle this.
With that, Shiro walks away and the fox tugs on the hem of my cloak. I follow him absentmindedly while trying not to think of what that poor child endured before her death. Why are the gods so cruel? How could they let something like this happen? What can I do to stop this from happening again? Kit brings me back to my room. I try to get some sleep, but the little girl's face keeps showing up in my mind. I mean, yeah, that's kind of traumatic. That's kind of a horrifying experience. Yeah, she doesn't really have much of a reflex. I think this is like the third or fourth time she's got to be saved by someone. It takes a long time before my weary body finally gives out. I'm in a void where even the darkest black was shining out like light. My steps are heavy and they lead nowhere. Where am I? Who am I? I look at my surroundings, but there's nothing to see. It's emptiness. Hello? The sound barely feels like it leaves my mouth. It's like the darkness is suffocating even my voice. Hello? Can anyone hear me? It's as if I myself am being swallowed whole. Hello? Is anyone there? I begin to run. My heart is racing. Panic is filling me to my core. Hello? What was I doing? Why am I here? Is this hell? As I'm running, I see someone standing in the distance. It's a silhouetted figure shrouded in the darkness. Ordinarily, it would be a cause for concern, but I'm scared. I don't want to be alone. I can't be alone. Not again. Don't leave me here again. Please, please don't leave me. I race towards the figure and grasp at its clothes. Ooh, oh. As soon as I do, it disappears into a thick mist. It circles around me before filling the area with a heavy mud-colored fog.
Look at you. So fearful of the dark.
Oh, curse you, Ryan. How dare you plague my nightmares. My blood runs cold when I hear that familiar voice. Ryan.
Did you think that you could find solace here?
Everything rushes back to me. The memories of losing my family, falling in love with that monster, and being betrayed by him. My fists tighten as my vision fills with tears. The contrast between my tears and the surrounding darkness makes them shimmer like stars in my eyes.
You can't wake up from this nightmare, Celeste.
Curse you, Ryan. Get out of my head.
You'll never be free of this darkness.
No, no!
You will be consumed. And I'll be right here, watching you as you break.
I hear gunshots surrounding me and the screams and cries of my family.
You're worthless. You're useless. You couldn't save your family. You couldn't even save yourself. Just give up and let me destroy you.
Yeah, creepy demon child was scary, and I wouldn't be surprised if Ryan was actually a demon, you know. I mean, he's evil enough to be one.
Love yourself enough to let go.
I can't take this. Don't tell me what to do, Ryan. Maybe it's best if I disappear. Maybe I should give up. Maybe I should break. What am I thinking? Did I really go through all of this just to bow out like a coward? No, I'm not a damsel in distress. I'm not a broken, ignorant girl. I'm not giving you the last laugh. I look up at the mist that is circling around me like vultures. My teeth grind from the rage as I lift a single middle finger into the air. With a fire in my being, I fill my lungs with air. Fuck you! Yeah, Celeste! You tell him! You tell him! You tell him to fuck right off! Tell him to get out of your head. Out of your nightmares. This time, my voice echoes through the expanse of what seems like eternity. It feels like the scream resounds throughout the entire universe. You think you can break me? I'll never give you the pleasure of watching me fall. Even if I do, it'll be me bringing about my own demise. And I'll be dragging your mango corpse to hell with me. You tell him, girl. You tell him. You tell him. The world around me begins to glow and my body feels like it's on fire. Never underestimate a goddess. I'm radiating an energy that I've never experienced, yet an energy that I sense only belongs to me. The next moment, I feel my soul crack even more. I cough up what seems like blood, but it's not. Life essence? Power? Wherever it is, I don't care. I'm going to kill him. He's not escaping me again. Even if it destroys me, I will avenge my family. Even if every part of me breaks apart, I will make him suffer. He'll pay for what he did to me. I lift my hand towards the mist.
Don't.
Oh? The instant I hear his voice, it's like all energy leaves me. I fall to my knees and the universe opens. I'm surrounded by glistening stars and am in what looks to be a greenhouse of some kind. My hair is glowing. No, my whole body is shining with pure light. Tears that gleam like light from the heavens fall from my eyes and land on my hand. The next moment, a large, gentle hand covers my own.
I know it hurts. I know you're angry. But you must be patient.
Ooh. Patient? He destroyed my life.
I know.
He took away everything and everyone I loved.
Celeste.
Oh, hello there, handsome. He'll pay for what he did to me. The man's hand tightens on my own.
Don't destroy yourself over an illusion.
I look up at the man. An illusion? His eyes seem to hold the expanse of the universe in them. This isn't real? He shakes his head in response. He feels so familiar, but it's painful. It's painful to look at him. My heart is filled with both yearning and anger. Oh. And are you an illusion too? Are you some sort of protector that I created to get me through this dream? It looks nice though. Oh. When the OST kicks in. His silence is my only answer. However, something within me knows he's real. My mouth opens and it's like another person is speaking from me. Why are you here in my hell?
I can't watch you shatter again.
Again? I didn't call for you. The moment I say this, a barrier shoots between us, practically throwing him out of the greenhouse. The distance between us grows as he pushes against the barrier. I will get what I'm owed. He places his hand on the barrier and a pained expression covers his face.
You will, but you must be careful. This is just a dream. It's an illusion. But what you were about to do was not. You mustn't awaken yet. I cannot watch you break again. Please.
What? What is this feeling? Who is this man to me? Then stop watching me. I'm going to do whatever it takes to achieve my goal, even if it means bringing my own self to ruin. If this is a dream, then it's time for me to wake up and face the nightmare. With that, I stand and look up at the mist that still circles my barrier. Vengeance will be mine. You hear me, you monster? I will destroy you! My vow echoes throughout the stars as I feel the slightest bit of myself break in response. Try again? Oh, that was the end of the demo! Oh. Oh, here's the credits, the cast. I am liking the music in the OST there. And I've got so many questions, which I'm sure the game will cover. I am actually I did like all the voice acting in this game. Like, I think like everyone did a very good job. I really liked hearing how everyone's voices for all the characters. I like this main theme song they have as well. Well, that was pretty fun, actually. It was the demo took me longer than I thought it was, but yeah, I really enjoyed what I played through. I felt like, let me turn my desktop audio a little lower here. But let me turn that down. Yeah, but I felt like overall, like it had a lot of different elements that I personally enjoy in like Otome, not just an Otome game, but like a series in general. Like there were, the dark factors, some horror elements. I personally enjoy some horror, so I do like the horror and kind of more dark elements to the game. But then it also had like a touch of comedy as well, which I also really enjoyed. Kind of, especially I don't know. I don't think Shiro was meant to be a comedic character. But the way that his lines were delivered felt really funny, and so I thought it was quite enjoyable to hear. To hear the way he spoke, and yeah, I felt like some moments were unintentionally funny for me. I don't know when Carver, or I keep forgetting it's Craver or Carver. I think Carver. When Carver pulled out a gun in the middle of the fight, it just made me laugh because I think that's just like, I just love it when there's like a fantasy or like medieval setting and someone just straight up pulls a gun. That's always hilarious to me. So that I don't think that was meant to be funny, but it was funny to me. Yeah, so touch of there's some clear romance that's happening. It seems like she's got this harem going on, and I wonder too if for the male leads, I assume there's different routes. Like usually, the standard fare is you get the common route and it branches off to different routes of each guy. So I feel like maybe that'll be something happens here, but you know what? I actually hope there is an ending with the harem ending, because I feel like it's been a very long time since there's been any sort of shoujo anime or like game that's had a harem ending. But in this case, it seems like she is some kind of goddess and she's fated to all these different men. So I am personally in my own self agenda hoping there is a harem ending, because that'd be kind of interesting. Otherwise, I liked a lot most of the male leads we've seen so far. There wasn't anyone that was like on. I would see myself going through everyone's routes, because I'm also very curious on the story. So far the story has really drawn me in. Yeah, and just a lot of lore, there's a lot of questions that they kind of sprinkled in, and you're like, yeah, what's the deal with the god that we keep like talking with? Why didn't Marius like bring us to this other world? It was is Brian maybe a demon, or is he just something that's like an internal demon that we have to conquer ourselves as the protagonists? And yeah, like what is Carver's deal? How is he able to go between worlds? What's going on there? So many questions that I'm actually would be excited to go through the routes and find out that way. And yeah, Q, I think I agree too with the protagonists. I kind of like she does end up in damsel in distress situations based on her circumstances. It can't be helped. She's literally plopped into an entire world that's different from her own. But she's still, and she's fairly kind of weak physically, right? She's been through a lot. She's got a lot of emotional, traumatic events that happened to her. So she tries to, she doesn't just let things happen. She tries to at least take things into her own hands, even if some things are out of her hands. So I feel like they kind of, handle the, I'm a strong, independent woman without, overdoing it, I would say. Because you don't want to go in a complete opposite direction where she's like, I'm completely independent and I will do everything myself. And, curse all these men for trying to help me. I like that she has a lot of personality. Some Otome games, I feel like Otome games are a spectrum of either complete self-insert or a super personalized heroine, and I really do enjoy more so the types of games where the heroine really has her own personality, but she's not perfect. She's not a Mary Sue. She's clearly been through a lot, and there's a and she's trying to cope with it, so it's understandable, right? So I did like her personality, I liked her design, and yeah, I also like the designs of the male leads as well. I call them male leads, the capturable targets, I guess the love interest in this case as well. They had very good voice acting. I enjoyed seeing, like, yeah, all the different designs. I will personally admit, some of the art kind of looked off in terms of anatomy in some places, but the coloring was really gorgeous, and the backgrounds too. So, foreshadowing is wild when you're correct. I love too when this is like I'm like tossing out theories as I'm playing through the game. I'm like, yeah, we know she's gonna get poisoned. Like this, the guy, her husband, whoever, Ryan, the bastard, when he's about to poison her, we knew it's coming, but that's good, you know. It's kind of like the good foreshadowing, where like, oh, I know this is coming, but that's not necessarily a bad thing, and it does feel satisfying. Whereas like, I knew it, I knew this was gonna happen. So let's set all the I'm not like the other girl requirements. No parents, evil fiance, random see or yeah, it's like Celeste has gone through a lot of things, and now, you know, she's been betrayed, literally murdered by her own fiance, and you know, often is trying to seek some form of vengeance. But she's going through a lot. Our girl is going through a lot. But we're here. We're here for her. Here to support her. You know? But yeah, I have pretty high hopes for this game, actually. I've liked a lot of elements in it in terms of art, voice, the story especially. I think the story was the main thing has me gripped so far. I think I had to pick one thing that is making me super invested in this game is the story, I would say. And I mean, it's also nice that it's all the other guys seem kind of interesting as well. I want to know more about them. I want to know what the story is. So this was a really good demo, I think, in terms of piquing my interest in it. I guess for you, Q, you're in the Carver camp now. I do like Carver. I feel like he may be in that type of trope that I like, that I mentioned. Unless they go a completely opposite direction with him and he turns out to be evil. But I do like Carver so far. I also like Marius's personality. He's sort of a whimsical god. Really kind of funny. He's got that flamboyant personality that reminds me of Tamaki from Ouran High School Host Club and Howl from Howl's Moving Castle. So I really like that. He's like, you know, all these other guys are kind of, you know, kind of there, and he's sort of almost like a breath of like fresh air, kind of to balance out everyone, because he's just like, I do whatever I want, and just kind of whimsy in here. But yeah, like I got a soft spot for Carver, but I also think, you know, Lance is pretty cute, and I do like Marius's personality as well. So I am down to try all of those, all the routes. So yeah, this game. So Shattered Souls is their Kickstarter was just went live very recently, I think on the 10th. So I think I put a link to the Kickstarter if you're interested in supporting them, backing their project. Go and support them. I think like I probably will. I am now invested. I've enjoyed this demo very much, so I probably will personally be backing them. But I didn't experience any sort of issues while I was playing either. I think, yeah, overall, aside from kind of art in some places, I think it's pretty solid, I would say. It was a fun time. I had a good experience overall, and I looking forward to when they released the full game eventually. So yeah. Thank you again to Internal Love Studios. I wish them all the best of success in this, and for everyone else, if you enjoyed, go and support them. Otherwise, thank you for attending this the stream, joining me on this journey. It was a lot of fun, and I had a lot of fun with you guys in the chat with me as we went through it. So we'll leave it off here for tonight. Leave a like on this video and comment if you enjoy, and I will see you all in the next stream or video. So have a good night, and until next time, this is Koa Miyo clocking out. Bye bye.